Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another playoffs cast with BLANCTV. Tonight we have intermediate. We covered advanced for 2 games last week, but that's enough of them. We gotta spread the love all around the league. We got intermediate semifinals between Thomas's Trading Group and Sweaty Spaghetti. I am Terry. I am joined by the Frog Overlord himself, Flescore. What is up, my friend?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm green. I'm mean, and I'm ready to talk about a game.
Sheesh. Well, why don't you break down these rosters for me right before I swap into the game?
So, on the side of TTG, we are going to have Dodecadron on Scout along with Warm. At least I'm going by the names that they have in the server. We have no need for introductions for this gamer. Everyone already knows them. TFTV's favorite, Young Sanity on the
Sheesh.
Soldier with Joe Wosef. We got Quantum on demo and Thursday as the medic, as opposed to the side of Sweaty Spaghetti. Now, Sweaty Spaghetti, BLANCTV, longtime fans. We've done a whole lot. We've covered their games. They have some roster changes here and there. We still do have Vio as a scout, Durzo as the other scout, W,
That
and
is West.
Frisbee. West. We have West and Frisbee as the soldiers. We got my boy Pong. I mentored him. But for newbie mixes, glad to see him here. He definitely deserves it. Really skilled player. And we got Rampage.
Ooh, baby. All right, 1 second. Let me switch over to the game. Also, I will VIP Boolean flags in just a second. Don't you worry. They haven't started, right? Flescore would probably be telling me if
No.
if we were.
Right now, practicing rollout, it seems.
Yeah, so Thomas's Trading Group is the #1 seed. Sweaty Spaghetti is the #4 seed. So it's 1v4. Winner, gets a spot in grand finals. Loser has to play for third place. Both these teams met up in regular season. It was a viaduct 4-2 victory for Thomas's Trading Group. So based on that evidence and other scrims that I've gone over with these teams, between these two teams, it should be a good game. I'm expecting a very good series. I would hate to be disappointed one way or another. But yeah, we have all 12 in the server. By the way, our maps, we're starting out on Villa here, and then we are going to go into Sunshine and then Process if necessary. Well, while they don't ready up, I'm gonna go VIP the king himself, Boolean Flags. Hold on.
Boolean flags. The man seen everywhere in TFTV cast. Now this is gonna be exciting games. We're gonna have Villa, Sunshine, and I did say Process as the decider. So
Yep, and I just got a message from Vio that they are live, so we are gonna get right into it here. Boolean Flags, enjoy your VIP, my good sir. Predictions. You have like a minute left to get your channel points in. This is one of the hallmark matches. And, we're going to see what these two teams have to bring. I know Sweaty Spaghetti, they made a roster change a couple of weeks ago, shifting their roster, Vio on demo over to Scout, Rampage on Scout to Medic. So, they're plugging along. I think, obviously, everyone's going to want to watch Young Sanity. In fact, I'll give them the first cam. Why not, right? But I cannot discount West as well. West and Frisbee have been a very, very solid soldier duo as far as intermediate has been concerned, and they're making waves and look to continue that moving forward here. 4K on Young Sanity's team. Sheesh.
yes, sir. Obviously, I'm going to be biased towards Sweaty Spaghetti, longtime fans, and not to mention I got to root for the boy Pong. I do want to see him succeed, considering I did mentor him.
Oh yeah, Palm was the other one
ago.
too. I forgot he went from medic to demo man. So Yeah, lots of changes for them, but it is honestly, I feel like for them it has worked out and they've been super comfortable with it. I don't really know too much on Young Sanity's side. I know Dodecadron is a pretty solid scout, but we are gonna have no more speculations. We're just getting right into it. I'm watching 4 Junior Prime Sanity here on his rollout, and we are gonna go live. Thomas's trading group in the blue jerseys, Sweaty Spaghetti in the red. And we'll see what Young Sanity can do on this very first mid here, rolling out through books. So they actually don't do the,
Ooh.
I guess the newer age rollout, which is from left side. But here we go. Thomas,
Holy
oh,
Frisbee.
Quantum is just dead immediately. Frisbee will happily give his life for that. But
Wait a
then
minute.
Joseph and Young Sanity come alive with a couple of frags of their own. Oh, and Vito goes down as well. I hear the shortstop from Durzo. He does like to run it from time to time. They're trying to sell it for the medic here. It's just Durzo left alive. 29 HP
Ooh.
on Thursday, aka Seance, but no sir, no frag for them, and that is going to be a full wipe from Sweaty Spaghetti, Rampage, and Frisbee, the first 2 spawners.
It was looking pretty favorable. Did see Frisbee just kind of go in there, like, balls to the wall, giving them the ooey gooey, but
The ooey
unfortunately,
gooey.
was unable to get anything out of it, and they just, TTG just played that really well and just kind of won the mid, so they are going to have full Uber advantage, going to be in a prime position here to push directly into this last area. And we do have some off classes. We have an engineer, we have a sniper, and oh
Ooh.
no.
Okay, they're gonna start things off by dropping their combo scout Pong with a nice sticky trap at the shutter door. Frisbee goes down, but that's not too bad. Young Sanity trades for the gun. That's less good for Thomas's trading group here. And look at Pong just standing his ground, piping soldiers. Dodecadron is just out of there, and they actually lose their medic at the tail end of that as well. So,
Sansa's gonna go down.
yeah. Also, yeah, like we're seeing here, Durzo has been known to run the shortstop. To mixed success. I feel like I've talked about it with them before, but there are some cases where I feel like really having scattergun would help. But oh, Pong's gonna go down. Now the reverse. Rampage has full Uber, but oh, Rampage is in such an awkward position. Oh, Rampage down to 29 health, has to pop that Uber.
No.
Oh, but this is absolute disaster for Sweaty Spaghetti. They have dropped 3 players. They are not getting much of anything
And
else here.
Dodecadron's going for last. Could have gone for the flank play, possibly going for anything, but decided to go for the last, taking the 1v1 against Vio and Rampage, but sees the scout medic combo and just decides to leave. And gonna be re-pushing back with the team. Frisbee's gonna go down, not before trading with Dodecadron. And there goes West as well. Durzo's gonna find Young Sanity here.
It's
and
4v4.
like a pretty even fight. It's looking a little bit rough. Worm is caught out a little bit, but just barely manages to escape by the hair on his teeth. And they are, we're just gonna be stalemating here, at least for a little bit, as we do wait for spawners. We do have TTG with full Uber.
Oh yeah, they got full Uber here, but Zam saying Rampage is not a medic alias. That is correct because he normally plays Scout. But alright, well, I mean, that was a little bit of an extended fight there on last. TTG not able to collect extra frags to secure themselves a reason to stay in. And their advantage actually goes away as well. Oh, actually, no, they use in, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Look at Rampage with a beautiful milk on the Demo Man and the Scout. Oh, be careful, Quantum. You might get caught here. Yes, you will. You trade your life for the gun. That's probably not worth it. What can Worm do in this post? Worm is being harassed. Sanity gets a kill onto West. Durzo kills Dodecadron. Worm goes down to Vio, and I think that's going to be it for TTG.
It's all up to Young Sanity and Seance here, and they're just going to be leaving as fast as they can through books, and that's going to be a really nice last hold. It did seem a little bit fishy towards the end. Once the Uber was fading, everyone was kind of clumped up over here on the right corner for red. But it all worked out in the end. They did manage to get 4 frags there. Maybe
How's the game audio, chat?
Again,
Let me
we're
know.
going to be stalemating. Small, basically negligible Uber advantage on the side of red, as we are.
We're settling in here. This is the I say the classic, but it's more like the classic problem with Villa is this stalemate is very annoying, very feels like you're just bashing your head into a cement wall here. But Quantum has heals, has players with him in the books area. Let's see. Now they're just rotating around. Flescore take over. I'm gonna adjust the audio levels real quick.
Oh, here we do see, and Thursday, Seance actually gets piped, trying to walk through choke. We did see Young Sanity actually trying to go in, fails a little bit of a bomb, and it's gonna be, again, nothing's gonna be really happening. We are nearing 5 minutes here. No points being taken just yet. And we do see Frisbee actually getting really aggressive over here in the books area. Is going to be spotted out by Dodeca. And also,
Jawosef's going to take a double
oh,
bomb
the big high bomb.
opportunity.
The big high bomb going
He
to be landing on the
hits
medic, but
one rocket, and that is it.
yeah, use all 4 rockets, and good knowledge on Rampage, just understanding that, you know, used 4 rockets, you know, 2 to rocket jump, shot 2, and just had nothing loaded, so didn't have to pop there.
Yeah, and the key thing I think there is that Frisbee immediately went in. He did about 80 damage to Thursday, aka Seance, but was also unsuccessful getting the force out. So now, bringing heals into books one more time. West is there to meet him. Frisbee has just respawned. Oh, they're gonna kill Young Sanity. Does Pong? So that is a Pocket Soldier down on TTG side. Not sure if Sweaty Spaghetti are gonna elect to do anything off of it, as again this stalemate makes life pretty difficult for both teams, but Vio is now going to take his chances walking through books. I don't think they've seen any sticky traps yet. Oh, there goes Frisbee, and there goes Frisbee to the respawn queue. Will Jawosef go in? He's in books. He's waiting for the health pack.
Oh, they're just pushing straight through Fountain.
Oh.
Look how far forward Warm has gotten. He's just taking a 1v1 here, and it's not looking really pretty. Pong is going to go down for Jawosef here, and they're just getting so much space. And that's
Rampage!
From Rampage! He gets piped into the Scattergun combo. And,
meanwhile, Durzo ran back in through Shutter, but unsuccessful there, and just a huge collapse out of TTG on top of Sweaty Spaghetti. They're going to cap up second. The Uber has been used on last. Pong is stuck in spawn, and this should be all she wrote for round number 1 here. Young Sanity even ends it with a taunt as well.
You need the confidence. You need that mental, you need that mental win. That's definitely going to be really helpful, especially in these long, drawn-out playoffs games where eventually you'll just get tired.
All right, Flesh Score. Who do you want to watch on this next mid here?
Let's go for Jawosef. He seemed to have some pretty great bombs, so hopefully we do get to see more of that.
Well, here he goes doing the high bomb. Frisbee going down. Jawosef's bomb is also unsuccessful, so just a standard roamer for roamer trade here. I don't know why I keep watching the shortstop, but there's nothing else going on right now. Sweaty Spaghetti has a little bit more aggressive positioning on the point, so TTG is backed up into their right slope. Oh, but the West might be going down here. No, Pong actually protects his Pocket Soldier, and I think that's just going to spell the end of the mid.
Oh, we do see Young Man actually just hiding around the corner, gets an arrow, and then instantly bombs onto Rampage. It's going to be full over advantage, and they're going to be pushing. They are kind of debating on pushing straight through Choke, but looks like they do want to take it through books. We are going to be seeing, you know, Quantum taking a little bit slowly, watching out for traps.
Well, both the Sweaty Soldiers were on the awning there. They're just going to have to back up and get the hell out of there, as Seance is just, you know, going to stand on the point, recap. Pong's going to set up sticky traps on second, on the stairs. There's a huge, you know, mountain to climb here for Sweaty Spaghetti. They are down 80% in Uber.
Yeah, it's not looking too pretty. They are, you know, they do have the chance to just kind of slow things down, make sure they get their push correctly, but at the same time, they can't always be so hesitant. We are going to see Young Sanity taking a whole lot of spam. I'm gonna have to jump away. Warm and Quantum are going to be pushing straight through. We did see Jawosef bombing straight through onto Pong.
West is caught as well.
Ooh, Young Sanity is going to find a little bit of an air shot there onto West, and that's going to be 2 explosive classes out for the side of
they're walking in, but key thing here, Flescore, Rampage is at 94% Uber. Vio goes down and Rampage dies. They don't even need the Uber, and that's just going to be a swift 2-0 lead for Thomas's trading group.
Honestly, I would have used there just to get the stats up, you know. Just also to deny someone else cap points. I think it'd be really funny.
Yeah, everyone in TF2 plays for the stats. So honestly, I wouldn't blame you there. Now that was a rough round for Sweaty Spaghetti. You know, they won the mid, but then lost Rampage at the tail end, and that pretty much just snowballed into them losing that round. So we're gonna need to see a better mid come out. West is immediately gonna take height. Ooh, and Thursday is actually already pretty hurt. So this is looking like a good start for Sweaty Spaghetti here. Frisbee is also waiting in his fountain.
Oh,
Rampage dies. Can they get the medic? Defending. No, they cannot. Seance is still left alive with 40 HP. Scout is gonna try and walk forward, but there are just no answers. They're going in one by one. And it's only Durzo on shortstop left alive.
Oh!
What?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Durzo did a really nice bait play. Just kind of waited behind the wall, waited for the soldier to bomb. Once he heard that soldier bombing through, just jumped over him, just kind of said hi to the scout, and then just kind of shot the medic to death. So that, despite losing the mid, that was an excellent trade. Is gonna buy them. It could have been a much better Uber advantage here. It's basically gonna even out. But regardless, it is gonna buy them, another chance to push here instead of just being straight
Look
to
at this.
last.
Yeah, they're actually just going in for a dry fight right now. And look at that,
Yeah, what do
two
you-
frags. Wow. And they might get a scout here on the far left as well. There we go. Vio collects 2. That's going to be 3 down on
Sure.
TTG. And
Yes.
that's kind of like a swing turn right there. Oh my god, TTG sitting at the shutter door. That was a little bit spooky, but they lose Young Sanity as well. I was gonna say Durzo's kill on the medic there was really the deal breaker, because getting that kill with the shortstop, funnily enough, like just did enough damage, let his team be like, okay, well, no one has Uber, we're just gonna take a fight right through, and they got 2 kills, kept rolling it, and I've said this time and time before on casts. This is the round right here. Oh, but look at this, they're gonna use in. Little do they know, Seance has Uber, so there comes the pop. Pong gets chewed apart by the heavy. Vio might be joining him. Yep, and that's just going to spell the end of that. Rampage luckily did get out, so not the end of the world here for Sweaty Spaghetti. But what I was trying to say before
Frisbee's behind. Frisbee
do they know?
Behind. They don't know.
Oh my god, he's at spawn. He needs to
spawn.
go. He needs to. Oh, there's a soldier though, so he has to fight the soldier duel. He's going to take too long anyway. They trade, but it's not enough. I was going to say, like, this is the round. Like, this is the most important round of the match right now, because down 2-0 for Sweaty Spaghetti side, you get a round on the board, you make it a 1-round deficit, and it can be a game. But if you go into the first half 3-0, that's going to be pretty tough to come back from. But you saw a little bit of smack talk there from Joseph. He knows the Sweaty Spaghetti fellas quite well, so a little bit of banter. You love to see it. As long as no slurs get dropped, that's all. That's all I need to. That's all I need.
My eyes are closed.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We do have RGL officers in this vicinity. So, all right. Well, TTG, Quantum, and friends have managed to retake middle. They're gonna start. Oh, West might duel Joseph in books. Looks like he's just gonna have to back up. Frisbee walking forward does trade with Quantum actually in Fountain, so a little bit of an interesting play there. And now Joseph got rolled by the pipes from Pong, and now two projectile players down for TTG. They're probably gonna have to look for a trade opportunity here. I'm watching Dodecadron up top on mid, but look at this, Sweaty Spaghetti just walking forward. Pong connecting pipes still. And they actually
decides to ignore everything and just walk straight at them, forcing the issue at hand.
Yeah, but the Sweaty Uber was so much better. Vio's gonna kill Prime Sanity. They're gonna kill Dodecadron trying to flank as well. And so, signs of life here for Sweaty Spaghetti after a pretty rough start to the map so far. But Vio clearing stickies at choke, walking forward on the far right. It looks like TTG are gonna have to give this up. There will be no fight on second, and things are gonna slow down. By the way, Rampage was at 20 HP from something. I don't know if that was spam, if it was a sticky trap that Vio missed, but that almost could have been really bad.
I do hope that Sweaty Spaghetti actually is reading the Ubers correctly here, and that they do have about a 10% advantage, or disadvantage, excuse me. And unlike last time where they believed they had advantage and they popped straight through, hoping to catch with the medic, and unfortunately weren't able to. But the enemy team did get an Uber, so they should be able to hear, or if their game is loud enough, they should be able to hear it. And again, we are going to be stalemating here at last. There is plenty of time here. And looks like we are going to see Frisbee trying to get something, bombing directly through in front of a sentry.
Yeah, that's their standard 2-man into a tight defense there. So no real frags on either side. Well, I mean, obviously on the defending side, but Young Sanity now poking his head into lobby, wanting to walk up top left through Cafe. There's nothing here. He might take the Chad solo Uber around the corner. He's actually going to bomb forward. He's not really connecting rockets and is down quite low, but he's actually not really being focused by the rest of Sweaty Spaghetti, and they actually pop first. So now Young Sanity has the solo Uber looking like 2012. Never mind, his scouts here. God, these scouts, man, they're always so greedy. Now we're going to see... Oh, there's a backup attempt?
Ooh,
Frisbee jumped around.
Down.
Oh yeah, and they killed the medic there. So all of a sudden, TTG are kind of
They're
collapsing
the
on
back
themselves. Yeah, they're imploding. They're losing 3. Quantum goes down to Vio, who's on a 4K, and Pong's just going to sticky off the point, and there we go. A very critical round there for Sweaty Spaghetti. We have a game now.
Yes, sir. Sweaty Spaghetti is going to be on the board in this first map. They're only down 1 round, and 1 round can easily be won in 5 minutes. Or even less.
Oh yeah, no, this first half is probably far from over unless TTG wipes Spaghetti on mid here. I will put it on the Vio cam. They are doing the books rollout, the far right books rollout. Frisbee looks like he's going through double doors. And now, I mean, again, both teams taking top right height on mid. Very, very passive, very conservative play calling right now. Vio making sure Fountain is free of any enemies, and now just kind of patrolling his area, working his way into the point. Wants to fight this soldier at the double doors.
All cornered up. They're all bunched up in the corner. They do finally spread out. Frisbee is going to be taken down over in the gazebo area. Warm is going to be brought down from some long range scattergun shots. Theo and West go down to Joe Wosif.
And they might not be done bleeding players here as Young Sanity bombs right into books. Will not collect any frags, but I mean that's 3 for 1. You take that for if you're Thomas's group or Thomas's trading group every day of the week. Oh, I hear the shortstop do some funky reload shit, but it looks like yeah, Sweaty Spaghetti have completely vacated the premises. They're gonna be able to well, they'll have to be stuck holding last for now, and you know, this is one of those times where, you know, we're down a round in the first half. It's even Ubers. What are we gonna do for the next foreseeable future here? What's up, Godfather? Glad to have you with us here. We are, of course, still in map 1, half 1. TTG have a 1-round lead. 13.5 minutes left to play in the first half. There's a soldier.
Durzo sniper is worrying me a little bit. This could be a little bit of a stressful situation for TTG. Durzo did seem really keen on pushing over on the right, possibly going in for a hero shot, but did decide to hang back, you know, playing this closely, because if they do lose this round, that is going to be the half. It's going to be that 3-1 half. Joe Wosif going to be caught out in the cellar area.
He tried to bomb, but the sentry said no sit, and unfortunately, you know, Joe Wosif will just have to revisit the. We'll have to try again here, but I'm gonna keep it on the Durzo cam until I see Joe Wosif come up on an off class, or maybe open the door for one of his teammates to go off class. Ooh, Durzo hit a body shot or something on the Quantum there, but no real follow up, obviously, from being so far away. Frisbee went in for the counter-sack. That's kind of late. He does have a 15-second respawn, man. Soldiers are just still oppressed. Free the soldier class. As TTG are going to keep it vanilla. No other off classes to speak of, so I will continue to keep it on Durzo's cam. Oh, he has the sliver of a sightline right here. Can he hit something dirty?
He's wanting to.
Oh, don't ever, apparently, because he's got him. He's got him good there. And again, there's no off class on blue.
Frisbee.
Yeah, Frisbee's gonna try again. I'm trying to struggle to get on his cam. He's gonna get up top on the bats, so he has a bomb opportunity. Double bomb. Oh, but he gets air piped. Oh, cleaned out of the sky there from Warm. So, I mean, both teams understanding the gravity of the situation right now. TTG just have to take it nice and slow. They're in control. Still no off class. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. Durzo continuing to harass from the left side.
It does look like, you know, TTG does want to play this a little bit passive. They did have the failed push in the beginning with even Uber advantages, so they just kind of want to make sure that, you know, they're playing this correctly, and why not? You know, you have 11 minutes left in this half. You're up around.
They're trying to get the gun down, by the way. They're sitting right at the hedge. Joe Wosif is spamming from shutter doors, but no, the gun finally does go down. So I'm just gonna keep flip-flopping between Durzo and Joe Wosif, because here he goes. Joe Wosif bombs. He tried to shoot the gun, but now
nice little skip.
Yeah, I mean, it was smooth for movement. Unfortunately, he didn't really connect much of anything. So
did pick off.
Vio, you got the engineer, I guess, but that is not really much you can do there. Now is when I would really like to see blue team set up an off class, but I don't know if Joe Wosif himself will off class or open the door, but it doesn't look like it. So we're just gonna continue sitting here in this stalemate. Now Durzo on engineer, Vio's on spy. I don't know if he's actually out or if he's just checking off classes.
No, he's out.
He's actually out. He's going through dungeon. So this is going to be a really slow developing play here from Vio because he needs to sit here and just wait a long ass time for that cloak to recharge. So if I'm TTG, I would start to get suspicious. Dodecadron very aggressive at the shutters. I'm kind of surprised Pong doesn't have any stickies there, but Vio in the cellar or dungeon area collecting information. No doubt
They do
they're
have Uber.
TTG are definitely worried about the the gun. Oh, as Worm goes down. I would love to see Frisbee sack here along.
Oh,
Yep, and there he
Vio.
goes. Frisbee's
Oh,
in.
Vio.
Oh, Frisbee does not get anything done. Where is Vio?
Vio's in a prime position right now. He got in really deep because of that sack.
He could
We're
make
gonna
a
see
big play.
Rampage. Rampage. Oh, Rampage was forced by an incredible bomb onto.
Oh.
No way, Joseph got. Oh, okay, good. Joseph.
Okay, well, Vio's
had an amazing
going
bomb.
in. Vio's going in on the left side, but the sniper's called him out, so the jig is up. He's not going to get anything done there, and that's two really, really horrible situations now for Sweaty Spaghetti. Their medic gets forced, and now their medic gets forced, and their spy does absolutely nothing. So tragic. Yeah, that is absolutely the case here. Now Thomas's trading group are in prime position to wrap up this first half here. They're walking in through a dungeon. They're going to get through. They're going to try and kill Pong, but Dodecadron is kind of beefing right now. The sniper is the one that actually kills the gun, and Vio just cleans up Dodecadron.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the collapse on the soldiers.
No.
The Sweaty Spaghetti soldiers come in and pick off Seance. Worm kills
Quantum's-
West.
Quantum's
Whoa,
at 3
Worm.
HP.
Where
It's
is...
all up to Joseph and Worm. Worm has been hitting these shots, but it's going to be a full wipe. Dodeca is going to be spawning up, but that is going to be a successful last hold. Full Uber disadvantage there.
I mean,
for Sweaty Spaghetti.
Listen, we keep it real here on this channel, or I keep it real all the time. That was unfortunately some grade A beef there from the Pocket Scout of Thomas's trading group. They just got no shots in and then just got killed as soon as their Uber ran out. So now Sweaty Spaghetti got a little bit of a momentum in their step. They're going to cap up mid. Vio wants to patrol through Fountain, it looks like. West and Frisbee are now just getting to mid, so Sweaty Spaghetti are primed to at least take the next point for, well, I won't say for free, because whether or not they need to use Uber is remains to be seen here. They spot one soldier on height. I think they spotted both of them. Oh, Rampage does get forced, so Joseph with a beautiful bomb again, and then Vio just gets two-piped by Quantum, so really, really clean from him. Frisbee should be going down in lobby now to Young Sanity as well, or maybe let his scout clean him up. There we go. Looks like Spaghetti are going to be able to cap this up. Can they rat someone for last? I don't think so. Yeah, they're all out back towards choke. I don't know if Durzo hit that ball or not, but that would have been nice. Ball air shot, perhaps? Ooh, Quantum eating a lot of long range.
Shout out to Xanda.
Shout out to Xanda, yes sir. So now, I mean, we're just kind of leapfrogging away, Leapfrog City, as TTG are looking to walk through books, it looks like. Yeah, they are walking books. West is right above their heads. He's gonna bomb, but he actually bombs out. Maybe now Frisbee is in? No, Frisbee's just spamming long range as well. Not sure how I feel about this. Frisbee down very, very low. Has to escape. It looks like Sweaty Spaghetti will get out of there with 0 casualties. Unless Durzo dies here. Oh, but look at this. Vio wants to walk his team back in.
Durzo's still in, not taking any damage.
What?
Just find 2 frags!
What just happened,
No
Fluscore?
way. Pong goes down in the middle of that, but it's gonna be a full wipe.
I'm sorry.
The side of
What?
TTG. Durzo was in a corner being shot at by a scout and a soldier and managed to stay around 80-ish health for about 5 seconds. Manages to find 2 frags. One
Is
on
this
Young
the
Sanity,
round? They are
and
just
the
standing
other
on
one
the point, and wow, just like that. Oh my
It is
goodness.
tied up. 6 minutes left on this half. Yes, sir.
So not only did Durzo just stay way too long, you know. Oh, Pong has a scuffed roll out here, but not only did Durzo stay alive for way too long, he got 2 kills. Not only did Vio just decide they're capping the point, I don't care, I'm gonna walk in with my Chad Uber and kill everyone, and then they completely snowballed that into a round. So, oh man, TTG got to collect themselves after that one, considering that they were, you know, at one point pushing Sweaty Spaghetti's last here. A little bit of a fade bomb from Young Sandy, but then he gets denied by the spam. Pong doing a really, really nice job at the start of this mid. Now I'm switching over to one of the TTG scouts here. Oh, Dodecadron eats a fat rocket as well, so position-wise, Sweaty Spaghetti are coming out on top so far. Who's going to make the first move, though? There goes the soldier in. Frisbee does not get anything. Vio is very, very low underneath. Quantum does die, and Durzo picks up 2 with the shortstop. So it's actually not over just yet. Oh, and we have we have GG lag, but we don't quite know whose side it is right now. Although it looks a lot better for Sweaty Spaghetti. Warm is
Oh
getting
no.
crushed.
They're turning this around. Sweaty Spaghetti have completely turned around this entire mid. They were 2 down, but they did have the Uber advantage, and for losing 2 players, Sweaty Spaghetti was out for blood and wiped everyone except Dodeka, leaving him as a survivor to go tell the respawners to not come to mid.
Oh yeah, I would like to educate the viewers, educate the masses. Vio does play on a trackball, so what you're seeing is just, I don't even know how to describe it, dude. This man is cracked, he's goated, he's insane, but right now his team is in a great position. 25% Uber ad to work off of. They were down 2-0 at one point, and they have brought it back. They have a chance to go 3-2 here in this half. Now we'll see how Sweaty Spaghetti attacks last, right? Like, we saw this out of Thomas's trading group earlier when they just kind of kept solo sacking over and over. Eventually they ran the sniper, but it was like an awkward timing. But anyway, enough about that. Here comes Vio. He's just going to walk in. They're looking for a gun. Vio's just going to... Yeah, they got in so far. If they could collapse them on the right, Vio really wants the medic kill and will get it with the pistol. Now it's all about this post, and looks like Thomas's trading group are being collected. Joseph is just... There are so many things to shoot at, and Sweaty Spaghetti complete the first half reverse sweep. It ain't over, but they are looking damn good right now.
That's honestly impressive, considering how low Sweaty Spaghetti have looked, especially in that like 3rd round where they nearly lost it. They nearly just lost it 3-0 in multiple occasions, but they were able to claw back slowly, regaining that momentum after losing it again and again. And you know, after that victory they got on the 4th round, just, you know, with Durzo with his amazing play and just kind of bobbing and weaving, hit him. They just completely turned this around. So
whose map pick is this? I believe this is Thomas Trading Group's map pick, because again, common sense dictates that if you're the higher seed, you probably go first, and unless you're Goblin Zone, you know, everyone else pretty much adheres to that logic, that protocol. I'm taking a look at the stats here, Flesko. I don't know if you can drop them in the chat for us, but dude, the scouts on Sweaty Spaghetti. Durzo is 20-6. Vio is 20-10. Like, they are absolutely doing everything for their team right now. Sweaty Spaghetti have a combined 64 kills, and their scouts have 40 of them. All right, that is crazy. On the other hand, Thomas's trading group is much more balanced. You know, everyone is within the 9 to 13 kill range there. So, I mean, the Sweaty Spaghetti scouts are kind of just cleaning up off their projectile damages. Like, Vio, Frisbee, and West are all in the 225 to 250 DPM range. Joseph is a little bit struggling. He's 9-18, 187, but he has been sacking a lot, you know, so, you know, not an indicator of his play, considering he got at least 2 really good forces there. And then Young Sanity at 227 DPM, Quantum at 214 DPM. I just think that the scouts on Sweaty Spaghetti came alive after going down 2-0, and they just started hitting all their shots. You know, Durzo started being a gremlin with the shortstop, and, you know, it's been all Sweaty Spaghetti as far as the last 20 minutes are concerned. So we're going to see what kind of halftime adjustments these guys make. You know, not to beat the dead horse, but, you know, halftime adjustments. They're here. We'll have to live with them. We'll see how long this halftime goes. But mids are pretty even here, as you can see, 3-2. Durzo 84 damage take per minute. You're absolutely right, Slug Window. That's crazy.
Using the shortstop as well. Like,
I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Like, if you're using the shortstop, you're kind of playing long range or mid to long range, just being a big old nuisance, big old annoying butthead, and you're likely to not take as much. You know, those scout 1v1s, you don't really take them anymore. You're not getting up close and personal. So, yeah, I mean, I think that the story of this first half was just that Sweaty Spaghetti have made their adjustments in combination with their scouts just coming absolutely huge, coming up big. Like we said, 40 kills between the two scouts out of 64. So, I mean, if they keep that up, they're gonna be cruising as we get into the second half here. Who readied up first? It was Thomas's trading group. They're ready to go. Now we'll see if, you know, we saw the 2-0 lead for Thomas. We saw the Sweaty Spaghetti 3-run comeback. with their adjustments. Now we'll see if Thomas can make their adjustments in return here, because again, this was their map pick, as we of course now have Seance unready. So, what was the betting spread like? Can someone enlighten me on that, perhaps?
Let's see. It's actually somewhat even, 55-45, 55 going to TTG.
Ooh, okay. So people are gonna win a decent chunk no matter who wins here.
12.4K versus 10K.
Okay, very, very solid, very good, very nice. I like it when it's even, so that way you really just don't know. Meanwhile, these two teams are just teasing us. They're debating us, Fluscore. They're like, will we go live? Will we not go live? They'll never know until we actually do it, which might not be for another 20 minutes, God forbid.
Shoutouts to Zig, dropping a massive whopping 8,094 channel
I thought
points
you were gonna
versus
say
Sweaty.
8 channel points. He dropped a whopping 8. Oh my goodness, that man bet the house.
He bet his life savings.
Sheesh.
We're going
Someone's
back to the
gone.
days
Who's gone? Who left? Who are we mad at? We are mad at Joseph for having to, disappear for a little bit. Fancy Son cheering on young man. Of course he would. That's a very fancy Son thing to do. He's gonna need more of your energy right now, cause well, I mean, obviously his team's not out of it, but they were up 2-0 and then lost the half 3-2. So far, this game is absolutely, this series is living up to the hype here. But yeah, I mean, not really much else to talk about. I feel like on the mids, Sweaty Spaghetti, like they take early point control, and then Thomas's trading group don't really have an actual response. So they let Frisbee kind of get in on them, even though Frisbee doesn't really get early kills. He does a ton of damage, which either scares TTG outright to hide in books for a little bit, or it lets the rest of his team come in and kind of clean house. So, I'm trying to think. We didn't really see too many funny off classes either. Oh, we saw Durzo hit a nice shot on Sniper. The VO spy play was unsuccessful. Warm on Sniper also hit a couple of shots, though unfortunately I wasn't on his cam.
I think that was about it on the off classes.
Yeah.
No funny haha spy plays.
Not yet.
Not yet. It did seem that, like, TTG did want to play it a little bit, safe in that last push. Unfortunately, did cost them, as, like, they had the opportunity and they just fumbled the bag at the very end. But it does seem to be that Sweaty Spaghetti are willing to try anything, just anything that sticks. They're just throwing a whole bunch of stuff towards a wall. They threw the spy, didn't really work out. They had a sniper, did get some nice shots, but unfortunately none of them were really I want to say round changing, or even saved them from last. So
yeah. So again, while we're waiting for Joseph, I guess I can take this time to shout out thanks to all the extra follows. Appreciate you guys joining us here on BLANCTV, as you know, bringing you guys excellent playoffs and just regular season coverage since I won't say the dawn of time, since a while ago. We do what we do here. Degnon's here as well. Let's go. I almost, I could be a dick and hit you guys with an ad break. I really am tempted to. I might still do it.
Terry does have to get this,
Listen, I do need my Twitch bucks, all right. Like I'm a professional casting organization, so gotta get that bread somehow. As we wait again continuously on half times. Hakunabi says, "Do it, fuck it, we're gonna do it." Hey, if you got a Twitch Prime sub, you can avoid ads that way. XD.
Do I see ads?
I hit him with a 2-minute ad break as we see Sweaty Spaghetti ready up here, but Joseph is still nowhere to be fucking found. So
Schwartzy, I just joined and had an ad.
Oh no! Tragic. The worst timing imaginable. Unlucky. Simply unlucky.
Someone got a Genshin.
OMG. Genshin Impact. Make sure you get your pulls. I don't know what you do in that game. I think that's what you do. It's a gacha game. It's like Breath of the Wild meets gacha, if I am understanding it correctly.
I don't know. All I know is there's a lot of fan art for it, and some of it's good, some of it's alright, some of it I don't like.
Wait, does Joseph play on a Mac? No way.
Hi, Coach, if you're watching.
Wow, who could Durzo be talking to here? I actually don't know. Suika loves Genshin. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. Am I in the RGL casting list? I don't actually know the answer to that.
No.
Oh, well, now I do know the answer.
I don't know. You could probably apply. I guess.
I guess I'll probably do it next season,
I
or
could
like
put in a
for
good
next
word
season.
in.
Well, I mean, listen. At this point, if these people at RGL don't think I deserve to be on their official casting list, whatever, I don't know what to tell you. Outside of RGL and TFTV, I've done the next most number of casts in TF2. Check the math. It's there. It's facts. I don't lie. I spit truths only. You know, Fireside has been inactive for a season and a half. Like, oh, they've been off and on, you know, but BLANCTV is eternal here. But that's what we do. We get the good games, we get the good vibes, we get the good casters. Is Joseph coming back? Please.
Man, I sometimes wonder the one good benefit that we would have is that people would be forced to nickname properly.
Oh, yeah. That is true. Some people simply do not like to do that. Hey, how long's this halftime going? Anyone got a stopwatch? I hate this. Cringe. NA rule set sucks ass, and we should be ashamed of ourselves, honestly.
If this is a 1/2 game, Sweaty Spaghetti would have won.
Well, there was how much time was there left at the half? Technically, there
I
was
think
still some
5
extra
minutes.
time, right? Yeah, so it might not have actually been over, but insert Taiga alias. Yeah, am I a ball? Tiger Bomb. Like he's stuck on Tiger Bomb until I guess he becomes an RGL admin or something and gets it changed or whatever.
I mean, to be fair, I'm an RGL admin. I don't think I've ever had my actual alias in a match.
No, I think I was talking about like on RGL. Like he's stuck as Tiger Bomb on the website or whatever. Are you verified now, by the way, since you're staff?
I've been verified.
Oh, beast.
I verified
I'm waiting
myself,
for.
actually.
I'm gonna wait for my check mark, honestly, considering that I think I deserve it. As far as community members go, what are we talking about here? Hey Terry, any tips for doing something similar to what you do but for South America? Great question. I mean, I literally just go, all right, is there a game today that I want to cast / looks good? And am I not already, you know, preoccupied with my own team's duties? If so, I'm gonna probably fire up the casting booth, get a god gamer, god caster in here, and we're just gonna have a good time. That's exactly what I've done, you know, every season that I've done casts for this channel, going all the way back to my laptop days. So, you know, if you are not like a player, that's obviously going to be way easier for you, so you don't have your normal team obligations every single night. But man, just ask teams for STV if they shouldn't be assholes about it. I would hope, or if they are assholes, you probably don't want to cast them anyway because they don't deserve it. But yeah, I mean, I've done it so many times now. Like I said, I think at this point, I'm probably closing in on 100 casts. I could probably go check the YouTube, where all my YouTube VODs get uploaded, or all these casts get uploaded to YouTube eventually. I could probably check the exact numbers, but like every time I see a game that I want to cast, I contact both team leaders. I'm like, hey, I want to cast this game. Can you give me a roster breakdown? And can you give me SCV if you're hosting? And they say yes. Very rarely, someone will be like, I have no idea. I need to talk to you. Speaking of that, actually, tomorrow on BLANCTV, while we're still waiting for Joseph, might I add, tomorrow I'm trying to cast amateur playoffs with Bane posters versus Voyagers. However, Voyagers side, they have been unresponsive, so I'm trying to get a response out of them. Anyone else think Terry kind of bad? Yeah, bad at the video game, right? I think that's what you mean. If that's what you meant, then absolutely true. But yeah, so the one team has not responded to me yet. Bane Posters is, of course, Excelor Squad. He, you know, last week he wanted me to cast one of their games. By the way, Flescore, you should be, or like, you'll want to hear this news. Oh, Joseph has joined the game, Pog. So last week, Excelor told me, hey, my team's going to be playing a higher seeded team and we're going to upset them again. So if you want to cast this, you should. And I was already casting advanced, so I said I can't. But they won it anyway. And Excelor is, of course, the legendary gamer from a couple of seasons ago where he straight up told me a week before a playoffs match, he said, hey, if you want to see us or if you want to cast us beating the undefeated team next week, you absolutely should. I laughed it off and told him, I would love to. Unfortunately, I have other plans. And then those mad lads went out 1 week later and did it. Got the dub on the undefeated team. So he's called his shot multiple times, and he's like 3 for 3. So honestly, just really, really impressive. But finally, as the other people here are talking, the players in the server, we can finally get started with the second half here. And yeah, no problem. Good luck with the casts, man. Like, it's really, I feel like casting is obviously a good. I think it's good for everyone, but obviously if you're a select type of person, uh, you'll find it more enjoyable, or much more. You'll get into it much more smoothly. For me, I consider myself someone that's, I'll say eloquent is the word, so I think casting comes very naturally to me. But here we go. Finally, Fuscor. Who gets the cam?
You know what? I'm gonna give it a Durzo.
I was about to say it's one of the spaghetti scouts, isn't it?
I want to see the. I want to see the. I want to see the shortstop in action. I want to see how you play shortstop in this mid. Or in general, really. I've never seen a shortstop.
I mean, maybe maybe he took some lessons from Air or vice versa, but we're going to be watching the next mid here. Durzo just harassing from far right. Once again, very slow and developing mids coming up from both these teams. Though Decadron trying to take the awning or the gazebo or whatever you call it. Oh! The ball and pill combo from Durzo and Pong. Say goodnight to Decadron, and now this opens the floodgates. And look at that. Rest of TTG are just out of there, man. I feel like this passive positioning from Thomas's group is really, really hurting them, because once they lose a player, they are not confident in getting in. Meanwhile, speaking of getting in, West wants to keep going. He's sending in Frisbee. Oh, Frisbee gets Quantum. Oh, and they get the Force as well.
They do get the Force out, and no one's died. No one has died.
Frisbee died.
Just died.
Oh,
but,
and
like,
Quantum.
West was
Quantum
all
just.
The way in.
Sorry, not Quantum. Seance just kill binds. Dodecadron goes down. Young Sanity's dueling with players in lobby, but he is very, very hurt now. And I mean, it's.
They're rolling this straight to last.
Yeah.
It's not looking too good. The health is alright on the side of blue, but they don't have the players.
Oh.
They are quickly losing everyone. It's just got the Quantum. They just get the spawn wave.
Wait.
And...
Oh, I don't really like that Rampage and Durzo stayed in there, and as a result, they are both gonna die, and that is pretty much a full wipe there from Sweaty Spaghetti. Perhaps getting a little bit too greedy. But Frisbee wins a 1v1.
Has the opportunity. There's no one at last. They just completely guarded the. Didn't do anything. It's just.
Oh my God! If he was on Pain Train.
If he hit the shot. If he hit.
No, if he was on Pain Train, he would have capped it, dude. Squint warts, says Durzo. What does that even mean? I don't even know. All right,
it's
well.
A reference to
West.
SpongeBob.
Oh, West going in. Oh, Squidward, I guess. All right. Well, West also tried to back cap, but kind of took a 2v1. Meanwhile, Durzo, very, very aggressive.
Taking a 1v1 against the scout with the scattergun. Unfortunately,
Rampage. Joe Osif with a beautiful bomb there from Bats. Vio now caught by himself in the other team's lobby. He's super, super low. Frisbee at the choke. Frisbee's going to get absolutely crushed. Pong kills Warm, but, I mean, Vio maybe with the back cap. He's going to threaten the back cap here. TTG absolutely have to respond to it. And, yeah, here come the cavalry. They're flying in. Don't let Vio commit war crimes on your medic. And with that pipe, absolutely not. Joe Osif will clean him up. So now this is full Uber advantage for TTG here. Durzo is sitting on top of mid with the ball, ready to fire it. And, well,
misses it, unfortunately. That's it. So yeah, full Uber advantage. Vio's little backwards play actually did buy them a little bit of time. Unfortunately, that time isn't going to be all that helpful.
Yeah.
They still are,
not the most time in the world when you're down full Uber advantage, basically. This is still a 60% window here for Thomas's trading group. Looks like they're going to walk through choke. Young Sanity is firing a couple of spam rockets here and there to make sure traps are gone. Actually, I don't even... Where are their heals? Oh, they walk through Fountain, actually, so... Look at this, they're going to commit to walking forward here. The rest of Sweaty Spaghetti is sitting top left, so, they're absolutely not caught. And honestly, this is probably what Sweaty Spaghetti wanted. They just wanted to slow them down, buy some time, and look at that, Rampage has full Uber. So, once again, we're going to see how TTG want to break this stalemate. I really think that based on their first half lack of success, you know, throw one or two players at him and then get an off class going, especially since, you know, from the limited time we saw Warm on Sniper, he was hitting shots. So in the meantime, I'll park the cam on Joseph if I can ever fucking find him. Okay.
He's over on the right, just pushing straight in, pressuring the demo a little bit, but is being pressured back. We did see a sick little bomb from Joseph. It was a little bit of a skip. Actually, did manage to force Rampage on the right before they fumbled the bag again. But he is over here in the dungeon area, and again, is going to be bombing directly in. Going to be finding one rocket. Oh, Rampage did get really low, but that's not going to lead to anything, and Frisbee's going to be going in for the counter strike. That actually did get the boot. They got the Uber.
What? Oh my god, I didn't think to get on his cam fast enough because I honestly kind of just expected him to die, but Frisbee continuing to make plays. I mean, he's been doing it since newcomer and he's continuing to do it in IM. Look at Vio. He took such an aggressive Uber. He's going to pick off the Young Sanity. He's going to try and kill the scout, but he needs to reload, so I don't think he's going to get anything else with this. Yeah, and now there's actually one scout caught in no man's land trying to escape books. Vio is going to help duel Dodecadron on the far right, but he loses his medic while he was distracted, and this is a horrible turn of events for Sweaty Spaghetti now. They're kind of caught very aggressive.
Oh,
what?
They're stuck in the corner. It's not too great.
What?
And it's the cleanup. The Frisbee and West had such amazing
How?
communication.
How?
So we saw West bomb in from the little from books, and then we also saw Frisbee bomb in towards the point. Just two rockets push them towards the corner, and after that it was just all curtains.
Oh my god,
oh
Flusker.
My god, they're so perfect.
They had such a huge collapse. I thought it was looking terrible for them. You know, you lose your medic, you have two players kind of caught on an island, but they just absolutely turned it around and slammed TTG in the face. Got all 6 kills, and now, I mean, even Ubers. What did Liam say?
Frisbee and West is better than Mirror Man and Blade.
So true, so true. All right, well, we're gonna sit in this stalemate right now, and you know, we're a little too early to be thinking about time. Of course, you know, it is always a factor, and with the Sweaty Spaghetti up around, they could, you know, make the most out of it, depending on how patient they wish to be. Meanwhile, I'm just watching Vio patrol around. Young Sanity's firing some spam rockets into the doors. Joseph is controlling far right. Oh, here comes the high bomb from Frisbee. Joseph is just going to let him go. Frisbee.
Oh. Hey, you hate to see that. Just the one scout just kind of denying him, and he's just levitating in the air.
Joseph, well, yeah, he just goes down. He was in books. I thought he was maybe just going to go for the late counter sack, but Durzo just kills him with the shortstop anyway. So, will Frisbee, you know, pull off another heroic bomb, or will he fail? We're about to find out in the next, I don't know, 15-20 seconds. Alright, well, I'm going to keep it on the Frisbee cam. He's walking up to double doors. He's got his 300. There is a scout, you know, pretty much in the air. Here goes Frisbee one more time. The double soldier sack, but don't actually get much at all. Only 60 damage into the face of Thursday, so 2 soldiers down. That was the Sweaty Spaghetti plan. Now they're sitting on top left. Look at this. They don't really have the resources to hold all these doors, especially not with Vio getting directed on top. Now the soldiers come flying in. West, or Rampage does have to pop Uber, so Seance with a really good milking opportunity. Yeah, beautiful job there. And
no, Pong.
Yeah, Pong being caught. The rest of the Spaghetti are out of there. Frisbee's going to get caught as well, hanging out by the awning. West flying in does not kill. Oh, he actually, Durzo did enough chip to kill the medic, so Spaghetti are going to be down 3. But, you know, everyone on TTG have no heals. So any damage, any rocket jumping, demo jumping, that's permanent for now. What did Dyer do now? What did this silly Hawaiian guy? Oh, you just need Archon, cheat feed, blah blah blah. Enough about that. We don't care. Sweaty Spaghetti do have about, you know, a 30% advantage here. And we've seen them be aggressive all night long. West is patrolling on the right side.
Oh my god.
Well, Vio's gonna die, and I think that will signal the end of things here. We're gonna settle back into a stalemate. Frisbee will not get out. He was at 1 HP at the shutter. That's a bad place to be and a bad health to be. So now, will TTG do something off this? I feel like they should, but they are taking their sweet time.
I mean, the Uber is favored towards Sweaty Spaghetti at the current moment. They do have about a 30% advantage here. So, but looks like they do want to turtle loose. We do see Durzo
Oh
on
no,
the Fat
Vio.
Man.
He wanted to take an aggressive Uber, but the rest of his team didn't seem to be ready. He will
Oh,
pick up
get Quantum
Quantum, so
regardless.
that's actually better than nothing. So now he's going to walk onto the point. Might try to catch the scout out by rocks.
Oh,
Rampage goes
Rampage got
down, though.
destroyed.
I don't think they're going to be able to salvage this time around. And Pong might be in a world of trouble here in Cafe. He managed to slither out? No way. He actually just gets
Slippery
out.
Slake. He did
Slippery
have some
snake.
stickies. He did have some stickies on the floor. I guess they got really scared, but looks like it is going to be a push over from the left side. They're going to be rotating towards the right. And considering the track record, it's not looking too great, but they're just going to be stacking the point.
Oh,
And that's going to be a
Quantum.
double kill for Quantum, wiping out both Vio and West,
Tied up.
tying it up 3-3, first round in the second half.
This is still the first map, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell because in the brackets, that is the series, so that is the map score, and then in the normal scoreboard part, that is the round score, as you can see. All tied up 3-3. I'm going to give Quantum the cam. I feel like I haven't really watched him at all so far, so I will remedy that immediately. Let's see. He's just chilling on his slope again. Both teams continuing to play the slow and steady game as far as these mids are concerned. No real aggression on either side yet. Both teams more than happy to just sit and spam. That is the name of the game right now. Well, we're going to have West jump up onto the awning. Seance is quite low. Here comes the soldier bomb flying in. Frisbee trades with Quantum. That's really, really good. They kill Joseph as well. And but Rampage got caught by, was that Books? I kind of got a little flip-flopped, all discombobulated. It looks like Spaghetti are going to win the mid. As Young Sanity might actually have something to say about it. They're going to go through Fountain. Interesting door to push here. Yeah, especially with the soldier just spamming down on him. So if they wanted to contest, I feel like they should have gone through double doors to scare the scout, you know, spook him off the point.
Through Books instead.
Yeah, okay.
They gave Sweaty Spaghetti the point. I definitely feel like they should have just gone in there, considering they had the heals. It was even numbers as well. So.
Seance got hit with a direct, or like hit with a decent rocket and then balled, so was waiting desperately for the health pack and Books. So now, I mean, we talked about it at halftime, Flescore. One team adjusts, will the other team adjust back? And so far, you know, Thomas's trading group are doing just that. Now they're putting their heals in through Books. Joseph is just spamming. They do have ad.
Goes in.
Yeah, here comes Joseph bombing top left. Looks like they'll be able to get the space for free. Meanwhile, Sweaty Spaghetti doing a great job building, so they will at least equalize this Uber as Frisbee goes down. Unsuccessful sack play from him. Now maybe Joseph will have an avenue or an opportunity here.
Durzo
He's
again
in.
on the
He's in. He's gonna bomb. He's gonna land on the hedge. He's gonna shoot the demo man. He's actually getting. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow.
He's still alive. He got an arrow. And they kill West.
No.
Oh, it's absolute trash. Disaster for Sweaty Spaghetti. They're gonna lose 4 players. The rest of TTG are gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna stand on the point. Rampage got a. I thought it was an Uber saw, but I guess not. And all of a sudden, you know, 2 rounds there for TTG. They're on map point here.
That was just a little bit unfortunate. We actually did see Durzo actually body shot Joseph onto the hedge, kind of pushing him back a little bit. But despite all of that, Pong was a little bit too far forward and did manage to get caught out.
Pay up, fellas. Nah, we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. We still got maybe 17 minutes left to play. We'll see what Sweaty Spaghetti can do to respond. They're going to throw Frisbee super early, throwing West as well. West does kill Warm, and now shooting rockets into Seance's back.
West is still behind.
Oh, no Seance was at 7 HP. West will get the pack, though, so he can continue to harass them. Yeah, they're going to kill the medic. They're going to kill the demo. They're going to kill the soldier. That was a beautiful jump by West. Like I said, man, he's been really impressing me when I've been going over their demos. Meanwhile, Dodecatron going to run at Pong. He does get the kill there, so that's pretty nice for him. He can, you know, he can brag about that for a little bit. Durzo still can't believe it's not butter, but this is exactly the type of mid that Sweaty Spaghetti needed. Now they have full Uber ad. They're going to be capping up second. They have full. Where's the off classes from TTG, man? Okay, finally Dodecatron's on Engineer, but Quantum has stickies on point. They might not be able to might not be able to mount much of resistance, although Pong is kind of slow gobbling health packs on mid. I would really hate to see I would hate to see Sweaty Spaghetti like use in before him, but thankfully it doesn't look like they're doing that. Now Pong is here. He's gonna get arrowed. I'm gonna put it on the VO cam.
They're taking way. Sweaty Spaghetti is taking a bit
Here
too
they
long.
go. All right,
Just
they've
gonna say
walked
that, they're just
in.
gonna go through
They're gonna
Shredder.
try and focus this heavy down. Heavy goes down. They're turning their attention to the soldier. They get 2 picks. Seance is at 90%. Can Sweaty Spaghetti play the point fast enough? Oh, they get the Uber off, but it's just 3 left alive. Can Worm kill everything here? Look at this. Sweaty Spaghetti are like sharks in the water. They smell blood. They're gonna crash the point with all of their players and plus score 1 more round.
4-4. Final round. Yes, sir. This is the TF2 I like to see. Although I would like to see it earlier. I don't really like the really long half.
Yeah, the
But-
part we had to wait like 30 minutes. That part
But
wasn't good.
But it happens. This is why you don't use a MacBook to play
I mean-
TF2.
And look, this is all we asked for and more, man. Like 4-4, winner is gonna take this first map here. Is it gonna be Sweaty Spaghetti stealing the map away from TTG, or will TTG kind of collect themselves and make sure they walk away with a dub? Here comes
Double
Frisbee.
shoulder bump
Frisbee
and
gets Seance. Okay.
Gone.
Now the name of the game is protecting their own medic. Here comes Young San. Joosif. Joosif gets cleaned up. Quantum gets cleaned up.
Rampage actually does get piped.
Oh.
He's dodging everything. It's all of
They
the Young Sanity.
cannot get it. Rampage is
No
down to
way.
20 HP. Vio doing the wiggle. Hold on, my friend. It is not over. You still have to finish the job. Sweaty Spaghetti are primed to take map number 1 here. Another dominant mid win. Dude, the soldiers from Sweaty Spaghetti, dude. Frisbee and West.
Dude, Rampage got hit by a pipe and then 2 soldier rockets and managed to survive. That is just pure unlucky.
He
from
is
the
a
side.
man. He is a man that refuses to die. This time, we're gonna see if they can clean it up right here. Looks like the rest of the squad has assembled in lobby. Vio wants to walk top left this time. There is an engineer on Dodecadron. Looks like another Shutter Uber. Here we go. They're going to walk in. They have really kind of split their attention so far. They don't really have anything. Finally, the gun gets added to the tally, but Vio teases the point for a little bit. He's flanking, trying to get the medic.
Frizzy's gonna be going down. Oh, Seance is gonna be brought down by West, but it's gonna be a heavy cost, just leaving it up to Rampage. He's gonna be running away, being chased by everyone.
Can Rampage get a... Can he get out? He's being chased by a scout. He's dead. He's dead. There's no way he lives.
It's possible.
No.
The pistol. I forgot about the pistol.
Worm said, absolutely not. You do not get to escape, good sir. And, not quite just yet. A little bit of a poor Uber there from Sweaty Spaghetti. Vio was shooting the sentry, then he wasn't shooting the sentry, then he was shooting the sentry again, and then the post just did not work out for them. So now this is a huge opportunity for TTG. They're going to push through books straight away. They spot Frisbee, but where is West? That's the other threat.
Oh no, Frisbee messed up his rocket jump and managed to go straight down. That's gonna be a feat there. It is gonna be an opportunity here for TTG to actually push straight in. They do have that 30% advantage. And they're gonna be down, and they're playing this so passive. They're scared. They understand the implications of losing this round, and just losing even a point really.
But I like what Sweaty Spaghetti are doing. They're sticking to the script. They know that if they can just delay for a little bit, build that Uber, though they aren't right now, which could cost them here. 75% on Rampage. Seance has their Uber. They need to go now, and they need to focus the medic. They're going through a dungeon here.
It's just 2 though.
Yeah, it's just 2, but Pong might get caught out here on the far right. Should be going down, to the pipes from Quantum. Now they're going to start pressuring the point. Rampage does have his Uber, so what can they do? They're going to pop. Wes is going to kill a soldier on the top right. Make that 2 for him. Seance goes down.
Quantum's about to go down. He's so low, just stuck over in this corner. We are going to see Young Sanity going straight in. That's going to be a full wipe. What is going on?
I'll tell you what happened there. Their Uber wasn't the greatest. They killed Pong, but nothing else, which gave Rampage enough safe space to get that Uber. Also, they had a level 1 gun up, which killed a player. I think it was a scout as well. So, Marx is his favorite 7th player, doing wonders for Sweaty Spaghetti there. And now, again, the script has been flipped. 30% ad for them. They're going to go start walking through books already. This is perhaps a little bit premature, but we're going to see what happens. Soldiers come flying in, bullying them straight out, and they kill Dodecadron as well. So, honestly, that turned out a lot better than I expected it to go for Sweaty Spaghetti here. They're going to cap up mid here. Looks like they're going to walk through books. Yeah, they are going to take this through books. Rampage eats a little bit of damage early. Soldier
Oh, the
comes in,
drop!
and Joseph gets the drop. Oh, and they kill Vio as well. And, I mean, this map just continues to go back and forth.
Oh,
Oh!
oh,
Pong! Pong
We-
got the samurai sword kill?
the cursed demon blade. The Muramasa is gonna be finding Thursday there, or excuse me, Seance.
What?
It's gonna be. Oh my goodness!
Okay, so Rampage walks through choke, drops to a soldier, and then Seance gets katanaed by Pong. Oh my goodness, this map just doesn't want to end. You know, both these teams know what's at stake here. Going up 1-0 in a best of 3 is obviously a huge advantage to have on your side. Ubers are pretty much dead even. Are there any funny business going on? No, both meds on Uber. Looks like Sweaty Spaghetti are gonna get out there on the second. Quantum might be in trouble.
Ooh,
The frisbee
no
ball.
way! What happened? How did everyone die? We'd see Frisbee bombed and he gets an air shot too. He's on it. Oh my god. Shit.
Frisbee. Oh, the banter, the trash talk. He tells them don't. So what I saw was Sweaty Spaghetti walked out top left. They did a ton of spam damage at the choke, and then Frisbee just landed on them with a 2K, a clean 2K. All right, let's see if they can do better this time. Last time Rampage dropped, so I'm gonna give him the cam here. He's being bombed. Will managed to surf beautifully over into to Fountain. I didn't really catch the most of it, but that's okay. We're here to watch Sweaty Spaghetti cap up second here. Where's the gun? There's no gun from TTG. I would love to see at least a level 1. Okay, they're going to instead go for the heavy from Dodecadron. Now Pong is going to walk up top left, it looks like. They're going to get in. They're going to get in for absolutely free, although Rampage does take a pipe, so has to pop that Uber. Pong not being flashed. They're going to bomb forward. What is this Uber getting? They get Dodecadron. It's chaos.
They have so much cap time.
They
Everyone's
do.
gonna be on the point.
And the
Frisbee's
players are
doing a really
falling.
nice job. And it's all up to
Warm.
Young Sanity, and oh, they're both up there.
Wait,
It's
but Young
2-2,
Sanity.
They're both so low.
Vio could win this.
It's all up to Vio.
It's a 1v1. Oh,
23 HP.
we're paused,
No,
but
no, no,
he's
no,
got
the
84
last-
HP.
Oh,
It's 84
this
versus
could be
23.
ended one-
But they're
ended
beefing.
one-
Vio gets it.
It's gonna be 5-4.
Oh my god.
Honestly, there's like nothing better. You couldn't ask for a better first match.
A Scout MGE to end the game. Wow.
Trackball. God.
Trackball mania, baby. Did they pause mid-fight? It kind of looked like it, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
Sweaty Spaghetti with the 5-4 win on Thomas's map pick, no less. And they were down 2-0. Oh, look at the shit talk coming out. Wes, pretty gimmicky map pick, IMO. All right, well, hold on, guys. It's not over. It's not a best of one, fellas. So I'm gonna pay out the winners, and we're gonna be heading over to Sunshine for the next map. Flescore, break it down for me.
That was just honestly as impressive as everything was and how close it was. A lot of it did seem like really sloppy TF2. There were some last pushes that definitely could have gone a lot better on both sides. You know, we did see TTG kind of like buffing, like flubbing a whole lot just because they focused everyone on one side, or Sweaty Spaghetti did play the last really well. Along with Sweaty Spaghetti just kind of overextending sometimes, just understanding like, hey, we're at last, we've committed here, and there's no reason we should leave. So, unfortunately, as unfortunate as that is, it did bring us some really good TF2. We did see some intense action, some med drops around the board. We did see some nice little funny plays again, and we did see Pong get the katana,
the sword kill. Yeah, that we kind of got a little bit of everything, honestly, and without off classes too. Like that's the TF2 you love to see, just nonstop action. Both teams giving it their all. Both teams making plays. Like Young Sanity almost clutched at the end there. Defending last had got a 3K, but obviously boiled down to that Scout 1v1. Vio had just enough health, hit enough shots, hit that one shot really to kill. I think it was Dodecadron to secure the map pick here. Of course, the next bet is up and running. I've run it for 10 minutes here. I expected us to have already changed maps, but I guess... Oh, they are probably... You know what they are? They're probably waiting for the STV to catch up. So I appreciate that from whoever decided to wait. But we can take. In the meantime, we can take a look at the second half stats, perhaps.
I want to see this because this was just an insane game in every possible way. Like it was just so.
Okay, Vio went 19-8, by the way, with 260 DPM. So overall in this map, he almost got 40 kills. He went 39 and I think 18. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pong kind of struggling in the damage department in the second half. That's a little bit surprising. Only doing 187 here compared to Quantum's 230, but obviously, you know, he'll take that any day of the week if it means he wins a map. The soldiers are also, they both kind of quieted down on the damage department. Actually, all the soldiers, except for Young Sanity, he was kind of owning. He did 250, 16 and 11, hit 3 air shots as well, although West hit 4.
That's what matters, to be honest. It's the air shot count.
What kind of team would change the map before STV catches up? Said Alan.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan.
I don't know who could possibly do such a thing. But we are of course going over to Sunshine. Now this was the week 8 map, so you know these are pretty fresh on everyone's memories. Not only is it of course a classic pug map, but very recent, the last map of the regular season here. So I'm sure Sweaty Spaghetti are ready, locked and loaded. They're feeling good. You know, again, I would like to remind everyone they were down 2-0 after the first 10 minutes of the game, maybe even more. And you know, they said, "Not so fast, boys. We still got a map to play," and they absolutely delivered. They played really well.
Oh,
TTG
man.
had moments of their own, right? Like again, Joe Osif getting the sick forces and drops. The scouts on Dodecadron and Warm also collecting a couple of sprees. But at the end of the day, it came down to that fateful 1v1, 80 HP versus 20 something. I think it was like 23.
Yeah, 23.
So now I'm not a scout expert, right? Like who knows?
That could have just ended in one shot too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could have just, if they just like got up each other, kissed, and just one of them just clicked on mouse one, could have been over. Could have been a different game.
Has there, you know, I was just thinking about this just now, and this just shows my scout ignorance, and perhaps also probably just like internet lag ignorance. But what if they each did enough damage to kill each other at the same time? Does it just come down to who has the better ping, and who would win that?
I do believe so. I'm not necessarily sure. Again, I'm a soldier player, so that stuff does kind of happen to me.
Too true. The soldier special, or dude, next level is the medic special, where both meds arrow each other and they both die to the arrow. That's
they both drop.
I'll wait for that one. I'd love to see that shit. All right, well, everyone.
We're switching
is
over to Sunshine.
Here. Yeah. Now these mids are gonna play way differently than Villa. We
These
saw both
seconds
those
are gonna
teams, like both these teams, right? On Villa, they said, we don't want to play the game. We're gonna play the spectator class, the civilian class for the first, I don't know, we'll say 15-20 seconds of the mid. They just sat there. And again, I will once again point out that TTG's tendency to ball up very passively cost them, because once they lost the player, you know, they were just like out of options, and they just were paused in the pregame. Oh, nope. We are no longer paused in the pregame.
Looks like we did get an answer from Just Call Me Joe. It's whoever joined the server first. It gets priority.
Way. Is that real? That's actually insane. If that's the case.
There's a Shonik video on it.
Well, that is a. I don't think that's enough to get TF2 players to get off their ass and actually show up on time, though. So you know, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a small price to pay.
I cannot believe the game Team Fortress 2 has port priority.
Port priority, boys. In my TF2, Young Sanity cam first mid. I gave him first cam on Villa, so I think I might just give it to Vio, honestly, because he was undoubtedly one of the MVPs of map number 1. Him and Durzo just... I mean, honestly, look, everyone on Sweaty Spaghetti played very well. I would say Vio and Durzo probably just a leg up compared to everyone else on their team. So I'll give it to them. Now, as we're watching Frisbee do the fast rollout, you know, we're going to be expecting some of that from him and Joe Osif. So this is a map where, you know, if a soldier can fly in and trade with a demo or a medic, that is a huge boon for the opening, you know, first couple of seconds. And for example, if that happens to Thomas's trading group, We saw how they decided to just get out of mid after they lost a player on Villa. Now imagine if they lose a demo or a medic on Sunshine. They are probably just gonna hightail it out of there, or they'll all in like a bunch of Galoombas. But we'll see once we eventually get going here. Durzo on Huntsman, very epic. Can he get a Huntsman headshot kill before this map number 2 goes live? No VO cam. That's that's also true. I could watch Frisbee first as well. Frisbee or Joseph. But TTG is ready to go. Seance has readied up. Oh, there we go. Durzo hits the headshot. You'll love to see it.
All right, I think they can ready up now. They're ready.
That's all they needed. That was the
that
final
headshot.
key. Who to bet on now, though? Yeah, those are the questions you got to ask yourselves. What is the spread looking like? Ooh, it's about a 1 to 2 ratio for Sweaty Spaghetti. So all the Spaghetti fans rise up.
Sweaty Spaghetti have. Wait, I can vote? I thought I couldn't as a moderator.
I have no idea. I didn't make any adjustments. Did you drink water? Oh, I've been drinking water. I'll have to get some more. I should probably get it now. Whatever. I still have plenty actually. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, you can probably still bet on it. I think it's fine. Oh, I see what Ire is saying. You can bet, but if you do, you cannot end the bet. So, I would like to remind everyone now, I guess in this map reprieve that we have here, as the deacon of the Gospel of Sweaty Spaghetti, that Vio and Frisbee, because those are the mainstays of that team, their win percentage over the first 4 seasons in RGL is 81%, not counting tonight's maps. So they're pretty good at the video game, and they've been making a name for themselves. They're playing extremely well right now. Obviously, so is TTG. It was a 5-4 again, not taking away anything whatsoever, because really either of those teams could have won that for sure. Make no mistake. But now, I mean, we're waiting. Now it's time to be mad at Sweaty Spaghetti because Rampage. Oh, there we go. He's back. He heard me talking. He heard me talking shit, and he was like, "I'll time this perfectly to make him look like a fool." The caster's curse, or the caster's conundrum, whatever you want to call it.
As long as it's alliteration, you know.
Yeah, of course. Caster's curse, caster's conundrum. Although if it's the caster's blessing, is there a positive C word? The caster's.
I was gonna say one, but.
Come on now, Flescore. Damn it, man.
It was the first one that came to mind.
Hakunabi saying, I want to see another map. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Actually, no, I would. I might be opposed to it if this shit takes another 15 minutes to start and then another 15-minute halftime, because
I got work in the morning.
Yeah,
so
man, that's just
I'd rather
whack.
not.
Welcome, NC. Again, thank you to all the... Wait, is that the real Gex that followed me 8 minutes ago? Or is that just a fake Gex? There's someone called Gexpert. I don't know if that's the real Gex.
No, wait. I think it actually is.
Gex, I'm gonna need you to stand up, ladies and gentlemen, if that's really you. Because everyone loves Gex.
You.
Old school oh man, that hurts me to say. Old school TF2 players know Gex, the legendary caster. Although, when I think old school, I think of other people, but that's okay. We're finally going live, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 between Thomas's trading group in the blue jerseys versus Sweaty Spaghetti in the red. Sweaty Spaghetti taking a 5-4 nail-biter victory on Villa, but we're heading into Sunshine, and I will try to find Frisbee. He's not doing the fast bomb. He's just going to chill out and roll over to choke, so now I'll try to find Vio. He is here.
Oh, Joseph gets pulled instantly. Actually, he's going to go down because of it. Oh,
and look at this. They might get caught in Valley here. Quantum goes down. And like I said, man, their passive tendencies really showing up here for Thomas's trading group. They lost 1 player and they said, no, we're gone. And look at this. Sweaty Spaghetti are not done. Vio really wants those frags. He got Dodecadron down to 2 HP. Okay, take a breather. We're fine. Sweaty Spaghetti are gonna take a commanding control right out the gate, man. They are swinging. They are not fucking around. I'm gonna HUD reload scheme real quick.
Not to mention, Terry, I don't want to burst your bubble. That is the real Gexpert.
Wait, why is that bursting my bubble? That's just That's inflating the bubble. I'm so happy to see him here. All right.
It's gonna burst from inflation. Anyways, here we go.
Oh,
Anyways,
all
here
right,
we
there
go.
goes
Frisbee's
Frisbee.
gonna be going down for standard sack. Looks like he wanted a speed shot, but unfortunately, he wasn't gonna be able to find anything. And because of that, looks like they are willing
Oh,
to take.
god damn it. Someone's in the chat saying slurs. Alright, no more chat. I'm sorry. Someone just has to ruin it all by being a dickhead, so no more chat, unfortunately. We are going to go into this next stalemate, though. I say next, but the same stalemate, really, as Frisbee is back. Dodecadron is on Engineer. Yeah, that's a shame, too, because the banter was entertaining, at least, from both these teams. They were keeping it clean.
I could
Unfortunately, everybody else was not, or some people were not. So Frisbee patrolling lower. Okay, wait, he's gonna go in. He's gonna high bomb off the wall. He's gonna land right on top of the medic. Got him down to 5.
Ooh.
Holy
That's
shit!
Sion's just having some balls, dude. Just not wanting
5 HP.
Wow, that's insane, honestly.
I mean, I respect it, and I think that's the right play. All right, at that point, you've already taken the 2 rockets, so if you're gonna die, you're gonna die to the 3rd one. But Frisbee's already back. What the heck? I feel like I blinked for like 2 seconds and he's already here. So maybe perhaps a generous spawn for him. But now, now it's West that's gonna go down. Looking like he took a duel with Young Sanity, but Young Sanity's gonna be the winner. Look at Dodecadron. He's got a telly. He's got a telly on the right barrels, by the way, so that's kind of funny. Oh, there's a sniper, actually. A defensive sniper, I believe. Yeah, Warm. Warm is trying to take a shot from right lobby. Okay, Vio poked at the shutter door, so yeah, they know. They definitely know now, or at least I would hope so after taking a shot. Now it's Sweaty Spaghetti's turn to see what they can do here. Oh my god, 2 projectiles walked into the
TTG is
shutter.
just so aggressive, and it's honestly pretty scary. There's no one really watching like on the right. What Frisbee could do next time they are that aggressive is just bomb from underneath and just land on top of their heads. Although we do actually see, Quantum a little bit prepared, just putting stickies all over the place, but it could be a little bit of a double-edged sword, considering you could just dead on yourself and, kill yourself. And a soldier for a demo when pushing last is a pretty good trade, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jaman, for the raid. Hell yeah, brother. Cheers from Iraq. I'm gonna keep it on the warm cam because there's nothing else going on. Oh, here comes the aggression on the right side. Frisbee just gets rolled. Teleporter down. West.
Teleporter
3 points, baby.
Sounds like an Uber being dropped, which is just the worst every time.
You think they did that on purpose?
Maybe.
Not to be in the mind of Valve, but all right. Well, I mean, just the standard trade. Nothing really comes out of it. West took a ton of damage, so did Quantum, but both players will be a-okay. And now the dust settles. We are back into the stalemate. 6.5 minutes left on the round clock, so plenty of time. Once again, Warm staying on Sniper on the far right side very, very aggressively. He hasn't done anything yet, right? Like, I don't even think he's landed a shot, much less gotten a kill, so. Both these teams play so cringe. Hey man, it's playoffs, so. Oh my god.
Sunshine as well, so.
They tested a Warm there, and I don't know if that's something you want to be doing. West?
Yeah.
West with a great bomb, and he got the demo and the force. So.
And he's just out. They're just out. We do see Young Sanity actually pushing a little bit forward on the bottom right. Just gonna shoot a rocket as a little bit of a warning shot, saying "Get off my lawn." But you're young. You're not allowed to say that.
Yeah. So I mean, beautiful job again from the Sweaty Soldiers. They sort of combined for the force there. Maybe it was just a West solo Chad play, but here comes Vio. Vio just gets rolled by Young Sanity, and they pop anyway. Yeah, Durzo's gonna take it. It does help clean up the gun, but I don't know about staying in here if you're Sweaty Spaghetti. They have no real point time. West trades with Young Sanity. Durzo's gonna stand on the point. Durzo's gonna stand on the point.
So much cap time.
Oh my god. Rampage is gonna walk in.
Pong
Pong could clean them all up here if he just connects some pipes, but no, he is gonna have to retreat. So they let Durzo get a lot of cap time there, dude. That was a little bit scary. Oh, but Pong, awkward, just landing on a scout's head. Hits a pipe though, and Dodecadron goes down. Hold on. Will Vio unleash the aggression here. No, he sees all the projectiles on TTG standing on last. So he's like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. Especially because, by the way, Seance has Uber and Rampage does not.
Yeah, it looks like they are a little bit hesitant just pushing out. They are wanting to get buffs, clearing out every corner, and it's definitely a little bit scary considering you did nearly lose the point from underneath your nose, but they are going to be going bottom right, going all the way, but a little bit of hesitation, actually eating a whole lot of damage. We are going to see West just going pushing towards bats. Unfortunately, is going to be brought down, and they haven't used Uber yet. It is going to be a really nice pipe coming in from Hong, and it's going to be a trade scenario here on this little lighthouse.
Frisbee looks ready to bomb them
Not
post.
Sure
he gets a good first rocket, but absolutely stuffed in the air by Warm. Quantum dies to Durzo. Again, the shortstop really working out for him there. Meanwhile, look at the health. Oh my god, look at the health. They're being evaporated.
West is just doing so good. It's all up to Warm and Prime and Young Sanity.
They're both in resub.
They're both so low. They're both
okay,
for resubs.
They get back out. This could be a really huge bomb here for Young Sanity, but he's actually just going to waddle. He's going to try and shoot scouts. He gets one, but that's not enough. 1-0 for Sweaty Spaghetti.
That's it. It's over. The game's over. GG's. I'm calling it.
You're capping. You're capping. You are absolutely capping. The game is not over. There are still 22 minutes left in this first half, an entire second half to go.
I know
you're doing it as the biased player, biased caster, but we have another mid to take care of. Joseph doing a pseudo fast rollout, landing on top of Bell Tower. He is just gonna hang out for a little bit here, just firing spam rockets. I don't think he hit a single one. Oh no. Oh, and we of course have a pause. Why did I expect anything less? Sanity got his man, that's all I'm saying. Yes sir, Jeff with the Oh, is it a tack pause or a tilt pause or a tech pause? Those are the three types of pauses we have, ladies and gentlemen. TT or T? Which one is it? Both.
Yes. Vio is still using trackball as a scout.
Yeah.
Is just
If you don't believe me, check out his Twitch. I think it's VOTF. He literally streams with a mouse cam, a trackball cam, and I would never lie to you like that. Like, I think it's insane that he does it. I feel like, I guess it's just something he's super comfortable with, because again, he played demo and scout the same way, so I guess it doesn't matter what class. He's just kind of crazy. The mauled pause. That's basically like a tilt pause. I consider those one and the same. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to get some water. So, Fluscore, tell me who I keep the cam on during this pause, and then you can obviously keep it going until if they unpause before I get back.
Alright, I'm just going to look at all these positions. Right now we see West staring at a wall, useless. We see Pong throwing out a sticky, but going to be hit by his own, kind of not good. Durzo, they're just in death corner. Right now Frisbee's the only one in a good position, kind of hanging out in their own cafe behind everyone else. Looks like Dodeka does have a little bit of an idea, just barely sees a shadow going by his own POV. We do see Young Sanity just kind of staring at walls yet again. And looks like, at least for this mid, TTG does have the good idea, or like the better idea of just like not walking in death corner, instead in front of it. Want to walk in front of Tetris. Joseph is going to be underneath, going to be taking a little bit of a pill. Rampage, overall, looking like a pretty good mid for both teams. And it is going to be an unpause here. I'm not sure what it's looking like on the cast, but Thursday is going to go down instantly. Frisbee is going to be traded, and it's going to be Warm. Bio's going to be finding 2 frags, not before being traded off by a Young Sanity, who is going to find both Bio and Rampage. Durzo is going to find Quantum with the pistol, and despite all that, it is going to be a 3-on-3, no heals on either side, but looks like Sweaty Spaghetti is going to be winning the mid. We do see one Young Strangler here. We're going to see Young Sanity. Well, actually, no, Joseph. Kind of contesting a little bit. Dodecadron is actually going to be on the mid, and it's looking like a second mid fight here, although TTG does have the better positioning and the better numbers, already has all the heals coming straight through, and they're just going to be bullying Sweaty Spaghetti straight out of mid.
Wait, did someone win a round?
No. This is
Oh, this is still
still
the mid, right? Okay, I'm gonna retry now. Sorry to cut you off.
the mid fight. What essentially happened is the mid fight happened Thursday, and a bunch of others went down. But then there were some trade frags. It was a 3-on-3, and then we're going to the second extended mid fight.
Wait, is what Fancy said true? If so, that's really fucked up, dude. I hate people. I honestly just hate people. People suck. People are terrible.
Man, what the hell?
Alright, well, enough about that. We're focused on the game at hand. We have the classic mid to second stalemate here. I'm gonna find Joseph. He's just hanging out at choke. I think this man wants a buff. Please don't deprive your poor roamers of 300 before you send them to their inevitable doom. There we go. Joseph is locked and loaded. He's gonna eat a couple of spam rockets though, so might want to get that rebuff, Miss Good Sir, but I think he just doesn't care. He's just gonna fly in a couple of seconds here. Here he goes, right on top of
Joseph. It's an incredibly hard shot to hit, especially like around the giant lighthouse.
Alright, well, that was a valiant effort, and as Frisbee also goes in and dies, so it's just pretty standard stuff from both the soldiers, both the roamers. Just trading lives, trading attempted forces, and in the meantime, we will settle back down into a lull, settle back down into a bit of a slumber. Rampage eats a early sticky, but that's going to be okay. He's got that medic regen. I'm willing to bet Joseph is going to go in yet again. This is still the first half of second map. We had a little bit of a pause. Joseph is a good alias, yes sir. I agree. Probably the best one in the server, not gonna lie. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 2, but he flubs it. He tried to go for the spoon. He's gonna be...
Ooh, oh, Quantum getting caught out. Oh, but it's not looking too great. Young Sanity is gonna be finding 2 frags on a 4-kill streak right here. Gonna be pushing straight out of the cafe. Joseph is gonna be brought down by Pong. And looks like, despite having a good amount of momentum, they are just gonna be stuffed all the way back through the cafe. And leaving. They did have the numbers advantage, but decided not to play with it. They did have Quantum rolling out, so...
This is, you know, TF2 very much has a psychological element, and I feel like right now Sweaty Spaghetti have the upper hand. Like, TTG was up a player, and they had space, they walked forward, and they decided, I'm gonna run away now. Meanwhile, speaking of running away, Warm trying to escape, but he getting juggled by the sticky Shampong. He does actually slip away, though. Wow, okay, Vio not able to connect his shots there. So, I think as the dust settles, we're gonna reset back into the good old stalemate here. No one team making or breaking a move just yet. As, you know, we're gonna sit back and relax, wait for Joseph to maybe attempt the haha funny Market Gardener on top of Rampage here. Here he goes.
Joseph's coming in, going straight
in. Oh,
in,
he whiffs it. He's chasing him.
He's still alive.
Yeah, but he got 0 damage, unfortunately for him. So, where's the Frisbee cam? If I can find him fast enough, he's probably he's only 130, so he's probably not gonna go in. Although he does have a pack, yeah, he could still go.
Straight through Valley right now. He goes in.
He's gonna high bomb.
Gets a nice bomb. Gets 1 rocket onto Seance, but can be shot down.
Solid surf out from Seance. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be flashy. All you need to do is stay alive, and that's exactly what happened. Now Young Sanity wants to prod through house, or through cafe side, excuse me. He's finding all of Sweaty Spaghetti standing on platform. But look at this, neither team really giving each other, you know, an inch of anything. As now, again, both teams reset back out, and we're gonna be here for another long while, Fluscore.
Yeah, it's not surprising, you know. So it is Sunshine Second. If you played this game, at any level, you understand that Sunshine Second is stalemating. It's incredibly hard to push through sometimes, especially if, you know, the other team is just doing really well in defending. So. Yeah, they're gonna do some.
Here goes Joseph again. Oh, he's gonna land on Valley this time and then just jump away. Okay, so looking for a little bit of a bait. Frisbee got down super low. Short stop from Durza. Oh my god, he almost landed in that fadeaway rocket. That would have been a tragic end for his life there. But I mean, not real much of anything going on yet. So one of these days, Joseph or Frisbee is gonna hit a clean rocket or two to ruin the other medic's day. For now, that remains it remains to be seen which one. Here comes Joseph. Nope.
Joseph's doing a really nice job going in for the spoon. Actually gets it on Durzo, but in exchange for the flank. That, you know, you did get some style points, but you are on the back foot right here if they do, you know. And looks like Sweaty Spaghetti is wanting to push straight through the choke, just big balling it,
Ooh.
and never mind. Sweaty
Wait.
Spaghetti just kind of
Huh.
fumbles the bag on that and just drops 2.
Well, they kind of turned it into a two-man because they did get the force out of Seance, so Rampage sitting pretty at 150, just hanging out in choke or like in on platform. So it looked really awkward there, but it's gonna work out at least temporarily for SS here. Oh, here comes the soldier
Ooh.
flying in.
Oh,
Not really
damn.
able to do much. Oh, now Dodecadron gets cleaned up by West. Now down a scout and nearly 60% in Uber. TTG are going to be playing on the back foot here. I'm going to find Vio once again. Where are they going to walk? It looks like through Cafe. Oh, he spots the stickies. He does eat a decent amount of damage. He knows where the demo is. He knows where the soldiers are. So here comes the first one. And
Ooh,
Joseph, the force does come out there, so Rampage took too much damage, so they will have to expend their Uber. They will collect mid, and there is a small opportunity to get in on a second if they want to be very, very aggressive, but look at how TTG is holding. They are set up closer to Cafe side. They're going to be ready to go. Looks like they're going to go Valley. Are they going to use their demo through? Young Sanity is... I thought he was going to bomb over... Oh, they're going to rotate. Okay. I honestly like it. They didn't like the look. They're going to rotate towards Choke. They're going to find it pretty clean. Frisbee on Bell Tower, though. Flying in.
They're just going to be leaving. Looks like they just want to give this up to TTG.
We've seen this happen a lot,
yeah,
Fluscore, where Sweaty Spaghetti said, we're just going to keep all of our players alive. We're going to bob the builder our Uber and try and, you know, make sure that we get it by the time you guys actually come in/commit. So really, really well done out of them. Their game plan is honestly working perfectly so far. So hey, look at where we are yet again. The mid to second stalemates.
Yep, it's like one of the guaranteed things in TF2.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's one of the top 3. Number 1 is the mid to second stalemate. Number 2 is people saying slurs, and number 3 is Furiotech winning. Oh, Joseph completely biffs his jump. Now going to try and salvage it by bombing out to Valley. Will manage to survive. And,
the amount of people who are in Valley is kind of a little bit scary. There's just so much open. You have all of Cafe open. You had most of Choke open. The only thing watching Choke was just a single scout. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Vio and the rest of Spaghetti pick up on that. Oh, here comes Young Sanity for a bomb, and he gets absolutely stuffed. And they
this bomb.
Oh my
this
god,
bomb.
so much damage from Weston Frisbee, man. They're joined at the hip.
Weston Frisbee are just a better soldier duo than Mirror Man and Blaze. It's just a fact. I've never seen Mirror Man and Blaze do that. I've never watched any of the Furiotech games, but I've never seen them do that. I've seen
Frisbee's behind, by the way.
West is all the way in. Actually managed to get a force.
Yeah, but that means Frisbee's also probably gonna die soon. Yeah, he is so dead. He is deader than dead. He hits a rocket on a scout, a little goodbye kiss. But Joseph goes down to the Pong Pipes as both teams basically using up their Uber. But with one player down, Spaghetti are on the back foot. Unless Vio absolutely goes apeshit, he's still alive.
What? He's going apeshit.
Oh, okay. I mean, dude, if I'm Quantum, I'm pissed. I'm sorry, dude. How does Vio live for that long and kill me before the rest of my teammates kill him? That's just... Yeah, Jeff is right. I'm getting a beer after that for sure. But, you know, TTG are not going to let that phase them. They're going to waddle forward, sally forth onto the point on second. They do have a, 30% advantage here, so they have a chance to tie things up. Young Sanity walking through far left. Spots the rest of the heals sitting really far back. They have... Oh, Rampage dies to the spoon. Joseph hit the funny weapon, aka the stupid weapon, and now this should be clinical. Oh, although Dodecadron donates himself to get the stickies off the point. The Pyro is up from Vio, and the Pyro kills Young Sanity. Durzo kills Joseph, and then West bombs and rolls
Quantum
warm.
is at 10 HP, isolated and alone, and
Oh
it's
no!
all up to Seance and effective wipe Dodecadron.
Seance could not tuck themselves away into choke fast enough for West to land on their head. So that is absolutely beef there. As I can't even read your alias. Skin and bones. Excuse me. That's absolutely true. Beef of the highest degree there. They had the medic kill, By the way, they are still just dropping players like flies as I'm talking, but they had the medic kill thanks to Joos's Market Gardener. They used their Uber, and they didn't win the round. So hopefully TTG can collect themselves, because that's a tough one to swallow, especially if you lose this round here. That will what we'd be calling a heartbreaker round, but it ain't over yet. Of course, Vio and friends walking in through Cafe. They're looking for stickies. Rampage is kind of waddling forward, no fear. Here comes Vio. He's actually just gonna chill.
Wow. And they're gonna get this straight through. They do still have about a 30% advantage. TCG is building it really nicely though, so it looks like it's gonna be going in. If they go in fast through the dungeon, we're gonna see Pong bomb all the way through, and the frags are just going towards the side of Sweaty Spaghetti. It's just gonna be 3 on them. It's gonna be up to Quantum and Xeons.
West, he wrapped that up with a 5K plus a little mini air shot and a little bit of beef from Vio early, but hey, doesn't matter when your post Uber positioning and frags work out in your favor. And Sweaty Spaghetti are up 2-0 now. 10 minutes left to play.
And going in here in the third mid, we're going to be seeing Joosef actually trying to do the fast rollout. Frisbee's going to be hanging out in the cafe, just kind of playing this really patiently, and this is so good for him. He's going to be finding Joosef, actually going to be taking a whole lot of damage towards Death Corner. A little bit of a pause in SCV, but it's fine, because we just see West and Vio just cleaning up here. Vio, oh my god, it's all up to Worm, and Worm's taking the 1v1 against Vio, actually going to be winning it, and is going to be using that to retreat all the way back to last. But again,
I think that was GH lag, dude. Oh no. TTG are falling apart at the seams right now. Sweaty Spaghetti firing on all cylinders. They are cooking. And TTG, they have no response right now. They're losing a player early on mids, and then they just their tendencies is to just back up, and Sweaty Spaghetti know that, and so as soon as they get a kill, they know, okay, we're gonna hold W. Yeah, they're also eating a ton of damage here, by the way. There goes Young Sanity. Okay, they did get the force. Yeah, okay, so you know, basically a two-man sack from both the soldiers. Sweaty do still have to cap up second. They're gonna take this fight though. They say, you know what? We still have technically a one-player advantage. Pong is firing long-range projectiles, but isn't really doing too much. West going down to a scout. They're playing the point a little bit. Frisbee flies in and kills Worm, but frags being traded left and right. The heavy is still in play here. 49 HP.
The amount of damage Vio. Oh my god. Vio.
Oh, he does go down to the heavy, but that is too little too late. 3-0 for Sweaty Spaghetti.
Vio, holy shit.
Alright, well, I mean, I was wondering, you know, when Sweaty took that 2-0 lead, I was going to ask if TTG had a response the same way that Sweaty had a response for them when TTG was up 2-0 on Villa, but that was not the case. A dominant mid-win from Sweaty Spaghetti, clean round. They're playing perfect. Or at least very, very well, if not close to perfect. I feel like when I look at these stats, I'm going to see some disgusting numbers, aren't I?
I want you to look at these stats. I know you mentioned Pong's second half on Villa, but look at this.
Okay, Pong said it's my turn now. My turn to be the MVP.
294 DPM, 161 DTM. Durzo, I don't know how Durzo does it, honestly. 83 DTM.
Oh, again? Wow, what the... Dude, okay, well, I mean, I guess it's really easy to go 10-3 and harass people with shortstop when you're only taking 80 damage a minute for the first half. Again. That's actually insane. Alright, well, if TTG want to fight their way back, they need to start shooting Durzo, I guess.
dude, like, again, we do see, you know, like, despite everything, we are seeing Young Sanity actually pulling up the numbers. 250 DPM, 12-8. Doing a really nice job. Only one air shot as opposed to Quantum's.
Hey, we shouldn't. We should not shortchange West right now. Also, his stats weren't the greatest on Villa, but this time, you know, 15 and 11, almost 300 DPM. He's playing very, very well. And again, it's not even that. I mean, it is the fact that his stats are good, but also his synergy with Frisbee, man. Both those guys,
It's
they
so
read each
good.
other's minds. Yeah.
Every bomb that they've had is just so effective in every possible way. Whenever they bomb choke, whenever they bomb towards last, whenever they bomb at mid, just mwah, mwah. Oh my god.
Monkey Mode 221. Vio is on trackball. He is the scout for Sweaty Spaghetti in red, and also TK Donuts with a good point. Young Sanity is eating up the heals. He's taking 27%. Now, listen, you know, he is probably like their star player, I guess, or he's like one of the centerpieces of that team, but giving your pocket soldier the most heals on not Gully Wash in 2021 is probably not a good recipe, and it's you know, it's kind of panning out so far for Thomas's trading group in that regard. Meanwhile, like Pong's got 30%, Vio's got 27. Durzo has 8% heals and he's taking 84 damage per minute. Like, how?
Dude, I'm actually about to watch the I'm about to ask for Digital's POV just because I want to know what he's doing. Like, I want to, like, if I could do this as Roamer, holy shit. Do you know how powerful I would be?
Could you imagine taking double-digit DPM as a soldier? That's just unheard of, man. Alright, well, yeah, I mean, Thomas's trading group, they really need to work this out as we see one team ready up. Well, they unreadied immediately afterwards, so... what teams are what colors? Okay, so for those of you perhaps tuning in late, again, shout out to all of you beautiful people watching BLANCTV tonight with us. We got 129 viewers. Shout outs to all of you. What we have is the #1 seeded Thomas's trading group. They are in the they're in the blue jerseys. Meanwhile, Sweaty Spaghetti is the 4th seed, and they are on the red jerseys. Sweaty Spaghetti took Villa 5-4. And that was TTG's map pick, and now they're on Sunshine, and I mean, it's showing, dude. They are looking clean. But again, on NATF2, it ain't over till it's over. For Sweaty, there's still 2 more rounds to finish the job. For Thomas's trading group, they need to fix their mids to start, as we're gonna get going here, Flescore, and then they need to keep that momentum rolling. I'm gonna give it to Pong, because if you go 8-1 with, how much was it? 300 DPM. You bet your that's basically 300. You bet your ass you're getting the cam here, as he's going to do the standard rollout.
I fucking mentor this boy, and he goes Valley.
Yeah, he's going to go Valley. He's going to just waddle into mid the rest of the way. Joseph again flying fast. Oh, Market Gardener.
Goes for the shovel.
I think the scouts are going to clean him up though. Joseph's on 8 health, and there goes 2 kills.
2. How do they lose 2 every time? It's always Dodeka and Joseph. Joseph goes in for the feed, and Dodeka is somehow always there. And that's been a big problem for TCG here, where it feels like they've been unable to do anything. Every single sack they've always wanted to do, whether they just want to do single or a double, it's just always been those 2 players.
I'm gonna have to check the film room on this one, but I think every mid that Sweaty Spaghetti they get a first kill, it's because Frisbee gets something. Maybe that one was like a tie. Oh, by the way, look at this. They're just being aggressive. Durzo kills Joseph. Joseph is being put in the box. Young Sanity's gonna go down to the shortstop as well. Oh my god, Thursday was at 12 HP, by the way, so that is another super low HP milk. Fortunate to get out with their lives, but I mean, Sweaty Spaghetti, what can I say that hasn't already been said? They're operating like at full efficiency.
They are a well-oiled machine right now.
They are up 3 rounds. They are attacking last. I mean, if they go up 4-0, I haven't seen enough adjustments from Thomas's trading group to think that they can like pull it back and make it competitive. But we'll have to wait and see. For now, I'm gonna assume Frisbee will, you know, the duty is on his shoulders to go in, maybe just a solo sack. What are we talking about in the chat as we're waiting here? Gardner doesn't belong in this game. Agreed. That weapon is awful. I mean, it's good, but it's awful, and I hate it, and it's stupid. But I'm a biased medic main. Anyway, Frisbee gonna slip into dungeon. There is a gun from Dodecadron, so oh, here comes Frisbee. He's gonna bomb. Oh, the debt. He doesn't get dead on, but he dies anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's the gun, dude. It's the gun. It just sucks so much. But Frisbee, despite him doing everything, Joseph actually just walking straight through Shutter actually gets like a little bit of a splash rocket.
Both these soldiers, I've really liked their pacing. Like if Frisbee's the attacking roamer, like, and he dies, Joseph is like a step behind him on the counter sack, and then vice versa. So really good stuff out of both those roamers. And now No off classes, no off classes just yet. I'm surprised they didn't try like a Durzo sniper or even a Vio sniper here, but looks like Sweaty Spaghetti want to take a lobby first. They want to maybe find the gun and get it down before running another wave of sacks. Young Sanity has a lot of free real estate top left though, so maybe I'll get on his cam as he thinks about being very aggressive here. Well, there goes Frisbee to the warm sniper, so...
Not the first time we've seen Warren his hostage.
I caught that. I caught the tail end of that.
Oh, that's going to be 2 down. Both floaters down, both West and Frisbee. Frisbee is currently respawning, but again, this could lead into an opportunity for TTG. Possibly the saving grace they might need. They do have a sniper. They do have the numbers advantage, and Quantum is pushing out. Vio is going to go down. Quantum is finding the frags here. Ooh, but Young Sanity is going to be... Oh, actually, no, excuse me. Joe Wosef is going to be air shot out of there. And again,
Durzo wins a 1v1 on the flank. Is he going to last? Oh, he's gonna get on top of the demo. He kills Warm while he was trying to shoot Quantum.
Dude, how does someone get 83 DTM while you're this aggressive?
Oh man, it's actually insane. But here we go. It's a 6v3. Well, West kind of donates himself trying to go for the force. By the way, he's still alive. Okay, he finally goes down. Oh, this Uber is not the greatest for either side, really. Kind of a awkward exchange, middle school dance looking shit, but okay, the frags are kind of being traded still. Back and forth they go. But looks like the health...
advantage.
Yeah, the health is on Blue's side, so I think they're going to be able to hold for now. Oh, wait. They want to keep going? Vio goes down. I feel like that was maybe a little bit too greedy.
Yeah. It definitely could have just like waited out, you know.
Oh, we got Squidmatron in the chat. We got all the peeps hanging out with us today.
Yo, what up, Squid?
Alright, well, a successful last hold there from TTG when it looked pretty fucking terrible, if you know, I don't mince words here, but again, Sweaty Spaghetti are in firm control. I mean, we have only wasted, I say wasted, but we've only gone through 5 minutes of this second half here, but I see no reason for any of the gameplay from Red to really change right now. Of course, both medics working on getting this Uber. Durzo balling the lamp to establish dominance. You'll love to see it. And now we're just waiting for Frisbee to go die again, I would assume.
More or less, it's just going to be the constant thing. We might see Warm back on Sniper. You know, that definitely was able to like bring in a little bit of a shock factor. But at the same time, like last time they were on Sniper, they did actually kind of lose an opportunity.
Oh, well,
we
there goes
West.
Oh, and
Frisbee as well.
They were both like really aggressive top right, and they just ate a ton of damage, kind of got cleaned up. I thought Young Sanity was going to bomb, but he's instead just going to waddle. In the meantime, now he's going to bomb. I like this. Oh, rolling Vio as well, and Quantum finds the sticky kill onto him for the finisher. Rampage was down to 40 HP from the TTG aggression. Oh, Durzo connecting the ball. You'll love to see it. And look at this, they're actually just walking back in, although they're being bounced in the air, juggled
no,
like we're at a circus.
Alone.
But oh, Pong! He gets
so
popped
alone.
on, but this Uber is not that great.
Frisbee's flanking. Frisbee is
oh,
flanking.
well, he's being shot at.
Yeah, but that flank kind of seemed to fragment them. Like there were some people retreating, some people wanted to stay in with the Uber, and it wasn't looking too pretty for the side of TTG. Did they lose Young Sanity here? And they still need to cap. You guys need to cap. Guys,
oh no. Is this a big blunder from Sweaty Spaghetti here? Could this be the turning point? Vio is literally at the left shutter. I don't know if they realize they don't have second, but they are gonna kill everyone? Okay. Hey fellas, we gotta cap second. Someone's gotta do it. I don't know who. They're just spawn camping. It's still just working out for them, although Young Sanity does kill Frisbee. But it's still gonna work out. Hashtag never punished. I think they're still good. They have to walk out the right side, but it's just too little too.
And it's gonna be 4-0 match point for Sweaty Spaghetti here. Oh, Frisbee says, "I am for a reason."
Oh boy. Alright, I mean, again, remember last time on Villa we saw Vio do a little wiggle when the map did not end after that mid, so is it premature? Will it come back to haunt them? We'll find out. Frisbee, again, just being nice and steady, no fast rollout. Joe Wosef's going to be the one kind of going fast, but Frisbee is just kind of getting pot shot from across the map, really wants a little bit of health. He gets an arrow, in fact, so there we go. no early oh, I spoke too soon. Quantum dying in the corner. Oh, but Rampage and West go down. Frisbee's trying to salvage, but he's not really finding anything.
It's a 3-on-3.
It's a 3v2. 2v2, but Worm only has 5 HP. Oh, but that is... Oh.
Dodeca. It's all up to Dodeca. It's Frisbee and Dodeca.
Oh!
And it's going to be one rocket at 20 HP. Oh my god, that rocket.
Okay.
They're the same health. More or less.
Yeah, but obviously both of them are going to retreat and gobble up some health packs. Frisbee's going to get back in. He could still potentially fight the scout here, but yeah, he's just going to spam some spam rockets from Cafe. And you know, TTG said not just yet. And honestly, hey, I'm pretty sure this is their first mid win. So that now is the best time to get your first mid win when you're down 4-0. But Dodecadron and Joseph go down, and then so does Quantum. Vio is just absolutely going on a tear. Durzo getting the finished off kill onto Young Sanity. They're gonna type. Someone's gonna type right now. Nope. Alright. Well, Dodecadron typed, but it wasn't shit talk. Could this be it, ladies and gentlemen? Is this GG? Sweaty Spaghetti have a sizable ad here. They're just finishing up the mid cap, so it is going to be a couple of extra seconds here. Dodecadron looks like he wants to contest, and yeah, look at this, just pushing across the point here. I don't know if he's isolated, if he has any team support, but he's just walking at. Yeah, I don't know. He just walked at them and then died without really doing much of anything. Joseph gonna look for the bomb, but gets the drop on a Rampage!
The drop. Joseph has been doing so much work.
Oh my god, he got a fat rocket into both scouts as well.
Maybe Joseph kind of been a little bit of asleep this second map, but whenever he's needed, he's always there. They still need to cap second, and they actually do have some people behind.
Yeah, TTG are holding it. TTG are gonna hold this, and they have full Uber. Who's behind still? Is it Durzo? No, he's on mid. He got out. Okay, everybody else got out. Looks like everyone is on their appropriate sides. All right. I mean, this is what you need for Thomas's trading group. You have to fight your way back from a 4-0 deficit here. Young Sanity. Oh,
in 20 minutes.
Where are the heals? Where did they go? They just abandoned him. Okay, they're gonna rotate. I think this is fine because their ad is so gigantic that they can afford this. But here comes Frisbee flying in, kind of a pencil bomb, but gets the force anyway. Seance goes down to 100 HP. The rest of Spaghetti have scattered, and now we're gonna leapfrog away. Rampage at 70% and counting.
I feel like that pop was a little bit of that nervous pop. You just didn't want to drop, didn't want to give the enemy team any opportunity, because you know, anytime Sweaty Spaghetti has had like a tiny slither of a chance to do anything, they've always just delivered. Not to mention, but just over delivered. That they get one frag, and that one frag just easily snowballs into 3 or 4. Okay, and then suddenly you're back to last.
They're gonna start walking Valley, by the way. Here comes the heals. Where's the Pong Cam? Holy fuck. Okay, here we go. He gets bounced though. They do get Young Sanity, but they lose West as a result.
Dodecadron again going down.
Vio is still hungry. He wants frags, but he has overstayed his welcome, trying to escape at choke. Looks like they will manage to do so. Joos's bomb isn't going to catch much except for a little bit of baby damage onto Rampage here, and we are in the leapfrog simulation /score. Here comes the blue push through Valley this time. Oh, the shortstop. I don't know if that was just Joseph stalling his jump or it was Durzo just owning him, but in any case, looks like Sweaty Spaghetti are going to play the standard spam and chill. Get the hell out of there. Do a lot of damage. Yeah,
look how efficient Sweaty Spaghetti are building. They're like at 70 right now. They still need so much time to cap, and they're being stuffed. That's it. It's going to be even Ubers. You're forced to stalemate yet again. Like, pushing out here, it's not looking too great.
They use on Young Sanity after dropping Warm to the Pong traps, and now look at this. They have Uber, although Pong gets rolled. Oh, Young Sanity gets a stick kill, and it's just chaos.
Doesn't even matter. They just trade both of those frags.
Okay.
West is gonna go down.
Where's Joseph? He's hiding in a corner at choke.
Hiding in forward spawns, trying to do something, and not spotted.
Oh no, but he's late on the reaction.
The air shot. Joseph.
Big plays from Big Joe, ladies and gentlemen. Nice rockets from him, salvaging the situation for his team.
We see young men say don't, but I don't know if you could say that when you didn't hit the shot and you're also down for
Alright, well, hey, 17 and a half minutes. As we say, it ain't over till it's over. West is going to push through. Frisbee kills Young Sanity. Quantum's in a bit of trouble here, but does manage to surf away. Nicely done, actually, by him. Kind of a blind surf. TTG are not going to be able to cap mid. They do have to keep track of this Uber ad that Seance does have as West goes down. No doubt, probably trying for a force here. If I'm VO, yeah, VO's gonna decide, yeah, we lost our pocket. We're gonna get the hell out of there. We're gonna back up. Back it up, put it in reverse. Talk nice to Joe Osif. Yes, sir. Listen, again, at BLANCTV and in general, we keep it real. Props where props are due. Shit talk or blame where blame is due. And you know, 3-2 stalemate, as in mid to second. 4-0 for Sweaty Spaghetti. 16 minutes on the clock. If I'm TTG, I need to start thinking about like doing some unorthodox or like uncomfortable stuff here. Desperation is gonna start setting in, man, because you know, Sweaty Spaghetti, they don't actually have to do anything here. They could literally waste the next 8 minutes and then force you to take 4 rounds in 8 minutes, which is a tall ask. But Warm on Sniper, actually. Okay, so here's a little bit of that, you know, unconventional type stuff here.
It could work out. You know, we have seen Warm hit some couple of shots. He did get spotted, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. They are going to be playing around that, understanding that, hey, Sniper does exist.
I actually think this is going to hurt them, because if Sweaty Spaghetti know this, they're going to be like, alright, fine, we're just going to sit here and hold the doors close, make sure the Sniper doesn't get anything stupid, and just, you know, sit here and continue to whittle away at the clock. So I actually think this is perhaps a little bit too preemptive for the defensive Sniper, but obviously if Warm drops the medic or something, oh, but look at this, VO just walks forward, he wants to take the solo.
Look how many people
yeah, Seance had to flash, I think, 3 people. So their Ubers ran out at the same time, despite VO popping like 3 seconds earlier, or sorry, Rampage popping 3 seconds earlier. And Frisbee comes flying in. He's just gonna get out, and as long as no one else feeds, oh no, there goes West. So maybe this will give Warm a little bit of an opportunity here. He could poke his head out from Cafe. Yeah, they have 5 players in Cafe, by the way, so Valley is fucking free. Okay, Warm takes a shot on Pong, misses. Has a shot on Rampage, misses that shot. Now has the deadly choke sight line.
Look at the health on Red. It's just not good at all.
Okay, there goes the body shot onto VO. Okay, we got a little something here for Thomas's trading group. They're gonna get mid, and now they have the offensive Sniper. So that defensive Sniper, flip it, and now he's on offense. Now it's looking a lot better for them. Now all of a sudden things are.
You have so many.
Things are looking up. Yeah, you have options. You have options now, and you didn't really have that many on when you were on your own second. Meanwhile, West bombing onto platform. Now here comes Young Sanity flying in. Pong. Okay, Pong lives. VO really low bottom right. He does escape, gets the health pack as well. That is crucial there, because obviously any one pick could have opened the door for TTG to do something. But obviously 6v6 going to keep it in the hands of Warm here on Sniper, poking top right. Durzo on Engineer, by the way, so.
Warm speaking really aggressively. I'm going to be on the Warm cam here. This is going to be really important, but VO's on Spy.
Is he out? He's still on last, so I'll call it out, but that's like out with an asterisk. He's out and about, waiting in dungeon, so you keep an eye on the Sniper, Flescore. I'm gonna watch VO slip into dungeon here. If he times this right, he could just walk through Shutter. They'll never expect it, they'll never see it coming. He could get the drop, but now Seance has positioned themselves onto the stairs.
Warm is gonna go for a hero shot here. Warm is trying really hard for a hero shot. Just wants to scope in, possibly get Pong, possibly get someone. Does see the little head? Ooh, narrowly misses a shot onto, you know, Rampage.
VO is getting in through bats. Oh, he beefs the stab. It's over. Oh, he gets headshot for good measure. Good night, sir. Sit down. All right. Well, now Warm could do something more. Does he have a little bit more in the tank for us here on the far left? TTG are taking that positioning, very aggressive, but they get the teleporter. Yeah. And there's the shot. Warm hits it on Rampage. Frisbee is stuck behind the point. He's getting bombarded. The Uber comes out. Uber the Sniper, of course. Why don't you? It's a family Uber. Everybody gets a piece. And this Pyro needs to do everything. And, well, West kills 2, but they're going to crash the point here. But they're holding it.
Work out too well. West is fucking amazing right now.
Oh, VO's on Pyro against the medic.
Oh, reflecting. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Does he
It's
burn
over.
out? Oh my god, he almost
No, he
burned out.
barely
4
survives.
HP. Holy
They
smokes.
beat, dude. I don't know what's TTG's last pushes with full Uberrad. I'm not sure if it's Sweaty Spaghetti playing that so well or TTG just beefing that in every possible way. Cause West had the last defense of his life right there.
And listen, like, obviously, you know, if you're Sweaty Spaghetti, you are stuck on last, but like, who cares? Like, you're still in a good position right now. Oh,
Oh,
they're gonna put the cap point.
There's
Oh my god, they almost capped it. They almost
Yeah.
just capped it from under
It's
their
all up to
noses.
2.
They're gonna sell out. They're gonna throw the entire kitchen sink. I don't really
11
agree
minutes.
with that.
11 minutes. They're so desperate for at least a round. They want to be on the board for the second map.
I feel like that was just way too over aggressive. Like, there was just no way that was gonna work out for them unless they caught Sweaty Spaghetti sleeping at the wheel. So I understand the gamble there, but I don't agree with the decision as we see Warm trying to stuff the cap here. So, and then here comes the blue Uber. Wes is gonna deal with Dodecadron. No, Dodecadron's gonna win it. Oh, he's gonna kill Frisbee. Hold on.
Dude, Quantum,
Wait, why doesn't he go to last?
Bobbing and weaving.
Oh, he knows that he has to try and stop the point. They do get the cap off, but they are basically gonna wipe. So TTG should get around here. They're gonna flood in from the left side. There's still the level 3 gun. Okay, but it gets taken care of by Young Sanity. They're gonna crash the point, and surely they get it this time.
There's no way. There's like
Yeah.
no
Okay.
way.
Okay.
So Sweaty Spaghetti is gonna be, TTG is gonna get on the board 4-1. Still match point for TTG here. They do manage to collect one.
They need 3 rounds in 10.5 minutes. This mid is going to tell us a lot, Fluscore, about the next couple of minutes of TF2 here. I'm watching Pong jump into Valley again. I'm gonna find, you know what? I'm gonna find Young Sanity here. Haven't watched his mid in a while, or actually much of him at all. Oh, his medic gets orbed. Medic is down to 30 HP already. Seance very, very low. But Young Sanity bombing right on top of Rampage does not hit the air shot. Hits the second one. Does get the fadeaway rocket.
Again, Frisbee manages to open up the mid, killing Quantum. Rampage does go down.
Okay, Young Sanity does get the medic here, so that is the key developing factor obviously right now. Oh wait, a little bit of aggression at the chokes. Okay, both play. Oh, Joseph just kills himself, and now
It happens, you know.
there's still
Fumbling with
aggression.
rockets.
Look at the rest of Sweaty Spaghetti. They are hurt, but they don't care. They are flooding in. Although Pong is gonna die here. What?
They
No
both
way.
live.
He lives. I actually can't believe that happened. Win
I
limit
mean, like,
Monka S. Oh well.
Sweaty,
yeah, I guess that's true.
Sweaty Spaghetti right now are just playing. They understand they have really nothing to lose here. Anything that they make,
Meanwhile,
making it more difficult for TTG to even like get a point or to do anything.
yeah. Meanwhile,
just
you know,
playing in their
TTG
favor.
just straight out, you know, muscling their way in, bullying through the valley door, and now they're gonna. Oh, they spot the stickies at Cafe. Where is Frisbee? Looks like they're gonna keep all their players alive except Pong. Pong gets caught out, though he at least trades with Young Sanity in a way, so that is good. Oh, West, way too aggressive at bats, goes down. This is another opportunity for TTG here. Vio desperately building the rest of that Uber. Frisbee being overrun on the flank. Here comes Joseph. They're gonna start pressuring Cap. They need to block it. Oh, they do get it just
they
in
barely
time,
block
but
it.
they're being bounced. This heavy gets flashed at the very end and kills Joseph there. Huge play from the medic on red.
It's the cap time right
And
now.
Vio kills Seance. It's all falling apart once more for Thomas's trading group. Soldier comes in late, just gets donated to the Church of Sweaty Spaghetti. And Quantum.
The Dodecadron tried going for a little bit of a flank play, is going to be caught out by Frisbee. Quantum is going to find Vio through a little bit of a trap through Shutter. But unfortunately, again, it's just not working out for TCG. Every single last push they've had, it's just it's struggling. They're struggling in every possible way. We are seeing Frisbee bomb in, getting some nice bits of damage, but at the same time,
Hold. They got the cap off, but did sacrifice their medic to do so. So all in all, not a good trade for them. Though Pong does hit a nice pipe to keep himself alive against Jowo's aggression. He does go down here and only 3 up, make it a 4th on the fresh respawner. Wes is going to fire some early spam rockets. That's actually really, really good. but now they're going to start pressuring the cap. There is the pyro on Vio, so he has ruined their days before, but the scouts clean him up, and they're getting 3 kills. Only West alive with Rampage. This is going to be yet another round here for Thomas's trading group. Oh,
Ooh,
wait.
no,
Okay.
don't tell me. Pong did get 2 kills, kind of made the heart skip a beat a little bit, but there is a possibility of actually...
Oh no, we are in the full game right now. Let's score 2 rounds to. Oh no, they need to they need to fix the thing, because if technically it should be 5 win limit.
Yes.
Oh, that could be a little bit awkward here.
West did type in chat saying win limit, so...
Alright. This is a very crucial mid. I think, you know, we're going to see what happens. Joseph taking Bell Tower early again. Warm hanging on the far right, shooting West in the back. Really, really good early damage into him, excuse me. But, and Vio being the first casualty here, TTG got some space to work off of. And they kill Frisbee.
Oh.
This mid is over. Uh-oh.
They're bringing it back.
They are absolutely. And now what are we seeing here? We're seeing the blue combo in Valley, spamming very, very aggressively. We have a player caught out on platform, by the way. That is Pong, so of all players, he does manage to slip out into dungeon, so he will survive. That is very crucial here. And now, I mean, all eyes are on Joseph probably, because he's going to have to get in, get the force, get a drop. Vio on Sniper, by the way. First time he's been donning the Australian class.
They have to be quick about it. Despite them getting 2 rounds in a really dominant fashion, I would say, they only have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, so Vio is locking down the right side for now. Hits a juicy body shot into Joseph, but won't get the kill, of course. So here comes the aggression. Dodecadron dies to the sentry, the level 2.
I feel like that might be a purposeful sack just to bring out an off class.
Frisbee flies in. No, he got good damage, but at the end of the day, won't get anything done. Now Young Sanity wants to poke from top left. Durzo can't quite get that gun to level 3 yet, so if they poke right now for TTG, now is a great time to poke far left, but I think Sweaty Spaghetti are doing a great job at holding down these doors. And now the level 2 is just firing away. The gun does go down, but look at the health.
Vio.
Oh, the health was not good. Okay, Vio manages to stay alive. Alright, so we're approaching 5 minutes left now. This is when cheeks are clenched. 5 minutes. If you're TTG, you need to get 2 rounds minimum. And if you're Sweaty Spaghetti, you just gotta hold on. You know, at some point... Oh, Joseph flies in. He's on back burner? Why is Vio on back burner? Excuse me? Spy checking with back burner. Beast. Young Sanity dueling with West on the far left. He's gonna win that exchange. So it is just back to 5v5. Oh! Wow, I'm surprised Sanity died at that angle, but that gun, Durzo knows what he's doing apparently. So again, the more time that they waste doing these one-off trades for TTG, the less good it's going to be for them. Now West is on Spy to check the classes. He's finding that there are none. Dodecadron going down. Like,
oh my god.
I don't know what the wording is that I want to use here, Fluskor. I just feel like they're off rhythm, right? Like when they did those desperation plays, it wasn't the time to do it. And now where they should be doing the desperation plays, they're doing very safe stuff. So here comes Joseph. He's getting in. He does get the force. Okay. So hold your horses, ladies and gentlemen.
We have seen these last pushes fail though. This is like, even then.
But Seance drops to Frisbee, so I'm not confident to call it yet, but that is a very painful drop for Seance and the rest of Thomas's trading group there. It looks like the med died out in the in yard, so Frisbee must have just got in very, very clean, very, very quickly. And listen, Sweaty Spaghetti, you are already at the point of no return. You are turtling now. 3 minutes to hold and win and knock TTG into the consolation final and book your own ticket into Grands. They have to be feeling good, but the job is not done yet. Here comes the aggression on the right side, but the Frisbee and West spam, yeah, they are doing a really good job at slowing them down. Not necessarily stuffing it, but at least slowing them down.
Oh no. Wow. It's honestly pretty insane just the spam coming in from the side of Sweaty Spaghetti. They're just so coordinated. They didn't really manage to get Joseph. And again, it's 2 minutes left. They need 1 minute per round, but they still need to get the Uber here.
They need to push now and win, and like they have to cap the round in the next 30 seconds, otherwise that's going to be GG. West
And
actually just
West
kills
just
Young
gets two.
Sanity. Wow.
It's over.
Frisbee
I feel
flies
like
in. He's just going to try and get out, though he probably goes down. Never mind, he escapes because he's just a pro gamer.
he's just built different.
Yeah, it's GG here. I believe from here on out, it is physically impossible for Thomas's Trading Group to get 2 rounds to tie up the game here, unless everyone on Sweaty Spaghetti killbinds right now, and the gun dies as well. I just don't see it happening here. Also, I don't know. Oh, Joseph's on heavy, by the way. Here comes the Uber top left. Much later pop out of Rampage here, so Warm has to do everything, but they just have to run away. But they can't really run away. Warm is at 1 HP, and Young Sanity and Quantum goes down, and I'm gonna say it here, GG.
Yeah, 1 minute and 40 seconds to get 2 rounds, and you're not even making it to last. And they're already calling it Quantum, and Young Sanity already called GG's in chat. And I think that might be it for.
Man, what a series, Fluskor. What a series. Like, obviously, I'm really happy to see the TTG clawed their way back into it, right? Because they had a chance. They definitely had a chance. But I think the key mistakes was what I talked about earlier. When there was still a decent amount of time on the clock, they ran some really high risk plays when they should have been playing a little bit safe. And then when the time got down to crunch time and they needed to start doing those high risk plays, they started just easing up on the gas pedal. By the way, Dodecatron on Spy, he's gonna kill West.
You know, you wanna boost the stats here, like.
Yeah, maybe they can get one round here.
Lost, but again, losing here doesn't necessarily. You do get to the
Puda Super.
There is still an opportunity for you to fight for 3rd place. You do get a little bit more prize money, and you actually do get a distinguished badge that does say 3rd place instead of just, RGL IM participant.
Joseph revved up and got launched across the points. My goodness, as the server devolves into chaos, aka garbage time, we are gonna see Sweaty Spaghetti knock or win 2-0. Oh my goodness. Bomb the heavy, yes sir. And 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. The sap got
played by Sweaty Spaghetti, upsetting, at least by seed, upsetting the #1 seed in IM. Taking the first map 5-4 in the most nail-biting game. There was quite literally spaghetti everywhere. But they did manage to take it. They took it 5-4.